We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you great, because you are. Energy. We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? First stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better, you know? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you great, because you are. Energy. We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. First stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know?
And this family, together we
Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
rough to wise.
Energy. We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? No, for some reason my
Realizing
mic.
that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Okay,
They
you
can't
guys
put
hear me?
negative notions on us.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of things happening right now, a lot of energetic parasites, a lot of people siphoning people's energy, a lot of people trying to take people's image, trying to steal people's likeness. What is fascinating, and I want y'all to pay attention to it. Over the last month, we had a lot of people come over here and say, you know, love is love. They came over here and they made it seem like, you know, they like what we were doing. They like the union that we were building. You know, they came in and they pretended like they wanted to be a part of it, right? They sent messages on the back end to try to make it seem like they was a part of it. Like, you know, for 3 weeks, I had people sending me messages, right? And even though I was curving the conversation, they were trying to paint these conversations to make it look like we had some type of offline rapport. They were trying to entice me, I guess, to see if I would hit on them. You know, they did a lot of flirtatious things to see if I would bite, you know, see if I would respond. These are energy parasites. These are vampires, right? They do this all the time. They don't think that you know about them. You know what I mean? They don't think you know about them. They don't think you know how they operate. And maybe what it truly is they don't know how they're operating, right? Yes, honey trapping. Exactly. This is where they try to act like they're getting to know you. Oh, you know, I was just calling to let you know. Hey, you know, they'll even call you a couple of times to make you think that there's some type of, you know, there's something there, right? So that way, as soon as you make the pass at them, they can say that you're trying to hit on them, right? Now, we're not going to say any particular people, but we're just going to tell a story. Okay. So, more recently, right, we got ourselves involved in a situation where we felt like somebody was wronged, right? So, we stepped in and spoke up for that person, right? That person then made it seem like, man, you know, thank you. We like what you're doing. Hey, man, we're interested. I'm interested in the same stuff you're interested in, knowing that they truly wasn't, right? They sent all these messages on the back end trying to make it seem like this. try to make it seem like they were from my hometown, right? Try to make it seem like, hey, I'm from your hometown. Hey, oh yeah, my mom's from that town too, so on and so forth. All of this fraudulent stuff, right? And changed up their Facebook to try to make it look like we had more shit in common, right? And they didn't think that I was paying attention to it. They didn't think that I was, on my P's and Q's. They didn't think that I was observing them, right? Back in conversations, trying to make it seem like, oh, we're from the same area. Oh my goodness. Oh, what part? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My mom's from that area. Oh yeah. Picking my brain, trying to see what they can learn about me, see what can bother me, right? Now, of course, everyone in the Discord, this is why I love the Discord, right? It's an open Discord. So anyone is, scheduled to come and look at our performance, how we're in there, right? So any lie that is coming out of the Discord, right? If one really wanted to find out if that was true, all they would have to do is go to the Discord, right? So that's how these people are not really journeying for the truth theirself, because all they would have to do is go to the Discord, right? And then when it comes down to certain said information where people are saying that, oh, he's got how do you dock someone's name? And all they did was send you a PayPal. And the PayPal is right there. The name of the person that they looked up is right there on my PayPal. If I say send me a PayPal, that name that is on the PayPal, that's the name that they looked up and decided to dox that person. Tell me, how does that make sense? If this woman already didn't feel safe in her life, that she let a stranger, being me, raise her son, right? Here, I feel like my son would be safer than you. I feel like my son will be safe with you as opposed to whatever the fuck she might think is after her. And then you dox the fact that she had to call the police 10 times on whoever it was that she was with. Maybe that's the reason why she let me raise her son. It's because she feel like she was already being chased or stalked or harassed by somebody else. And what do Maggie do? Maggie gets on the internet, takes the kindness for fucking weakness, and looks up Stacy. She's lying, saying that she didn't want to know anything about my personal life. But then she's asking someone, do you know Stacy? Right? She's sitting there talking about something. I don't want to know his personal life. I don't care about that. Da 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 da. But then you asking someone about my personal life so you can fucking what? Dox somebody? So you can put somebody's information out there? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? This is crazy work right here. How do y'all not see the craziness in this? I took it upon myself to send this person a PayPal. This person looks the person name up. And dox them. Dox this person fucking history. I went out on a limb and was nice enough to send this person money because all this person cares about is money. Right? And they took it upon themselves to dox somebody else. And then try to lie about whatever it is that they were doxing, saying that this person called the police on me. This person never called the police on me. the information that this person is doxing, and that's why this is so fucked up, because these people don't know my real life. The information that this person is doxing is the reason why this woman said she felt her son would be safer with me. And that's why I say this is so fucked up that she did this. I don't know this woman's history, right? It baffled me that this lady said that she wanted to unalive herself because she felt like she was a bad mom. And I said, don't do that. Let me take on the responsibilities of the parent while you get your life and everything back in order. And that's how I became Seven's dad 3 years ago. 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago now. Right? So 4 years ago, I became this boy dad. But if you look at the history that she's doxing, right? Look at the history that she's doxing. It goes back to 2019. That means I wasn't with this person at the time. How the fuck is you doxing somebody's shit? And y'all make it seem like we the ones that's operating wrong. Y'all make it seem like the Atlas family is the fucked up ones, right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense that she took it upon herself to victimize another victim because she feel like she wants to say some stuff about me. She wants to say something bad about me, so fucking bad. Y'all telling me she didn't ask for this person's information? Do you know a woman named Stacy? Ain't that her message to somebody right there? I don't want to know his personal life. I don't want to know about him. But here she is asking him, do you know a woman named Stacy? And obviously, this right here, this information that she's seeking had to come after I sent her the PayPal. So she started searching for information about me after I sent her money. Right? Right? And look, I'm going to further, just because, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to further prove how asinine and redundant she is, right? Watch this. Look what it say. PayPal, right? When I click on PayPal, where does it go? Where does it go? Right into my PayPal. The one that I sent her the money from. She's so fucking stupid. It goes right to the PayPal that I sent her the money from. I'm the one that sent her the money. I didn't want her to know it came from me because I didn't want her to think that I wanted her, that I was attracted to her. So I said it came from somebody else because I'm 10 steps ahead of them. What does that say? What does that say? Isn't this the person that she said sent her the money? Isn't this the account that she said sent her the money? Yes, because I fucking sent it. Fucking dumbass. Sit there and dock somebody fucking information for no fucking reason. And you dumb as hell. You dumb as hell for that shit. Y'all so busy trying to find out information. Y'all so busy trying to find out information. Ooh, find out. He don't have the money himself. He had somebody else send it. No, you stupid ass. That's my shit. I'm sending it to you. Special. So special. Don't even know what's going on in somebody's real life. I'm sitting here telling y'all that I help people in my real fucking life. I'm telling y'all that I really help victims in real life. And here she is. She takes a victim's fucking information and she puts it out there. I'm already keeping this person kid safe. And she turns around and doubled down on fuckery. And y'all say that's the type of person that's that's normal to y'all right there. That she get to do this falsity for money, right? And literally, I'm sitting here operating 2 phones, right? iPhone 16, iPhone, literally sitting here doing this shit my fucking self. And here this person come with some weird ass shit. I take my kindness of sending them money. I sent them money out the kindness of my heart, right? Literally through my phone. The capability is right here. Right here. Through my phone, my PayPal, right here. Me. I already knew this person was a snake. That's why I say I pay attention. I'm smart enough. I sent her the money. If you don't believe me, somebody give me their PayPal right now and I'll send you $5 to show you where the money is coming from, to show you that it's me that's operating this shit. Right? But her ungrateful ass decides to look up somebody else's information and dox them, another woman, right? Now, this is someone who claims to be a girl's girl, right? She's such a girl's girl. Everybody uses that fucking PayPal. She docs somebody else's information and everybody knows that that money is coming to me. Everybody knows that I'm the one that's moving that shit around. That's dangerous as hell. If I'm already keeping this person's kids safe because of whatever danger she got, now this person fucking docs this person's information. Now, what if they have to go through an argument of why is this person using your information online for cash apps and such and such and such? Like, what type of, that's fucked up. But y'all, hey, listen, if y'all like it, I love it. If y'all think that's normal operation, oh, good job, Maggie. Good job. You pissed another black person off. Good job. You're doing great, Maggie. Good job. You used another woman in order to get to a man. Good job. You fucked over another woman because you was upset with a man. Good job. Y'all make that shit make sense. That I literally sent her money and she decided to look up this person's name because I sent her money. And y'all telling me that's not obsession? That means she's jealous of the women that's in my life. She act like we was in a relationship. Do you know Stacy? Like, why the fuck is you asking somebody else about a woman in my life if you not trying to be in my life? Think about that. This could literally put somebody in danger. I just told her about how the previous operations on her panel, right, forced me to move to keep my son safe, right? And then what she do? She further looks up information to try to put his mom's information out there. So who the fuck are y'all looking for? What are y'all trying to do? Like, you all the way in Canada, safe than a motherfucker. But you exposing people that's in America for what? What is her whole purpose? What does she get out of that? Somebody please explain that to me. Some cash apps? A money grab? So the safety of my son and the well-being of his life becomes her money grab? And y'all count that as normal? Y'all count that as normal? Wow. Wow. And then all these people are operating out of feelings and emotions because they got kicked out the Discord. So then they go to Maggie and make up a bunch of lies, right? But the same person who's on her panel, right? The same person who she's letting on her panel to sit there and try to make up these lies. Let's go to some Discord records. Because this is why people don't like me. This is why people don't like me, because I don't give them the power over me that they want, right? She had that. These are plants. These are literal freaking plants. Do you hear me? Now, this person, randomly Tiffany, right? This person sent me messages in the Discord and then deleted the messages, right? Said they had a bunch of stuff to say about Jaguar. They've been in this for a while, so on and so forth. And then I watched them on the page yesterday sit there and try to make it seem like this, that, and the third. These are plants. These are people that we know that are in fucked up operation. We know that y'all are in here trying to do messed up stuff. We know it already. We know it already. Y'all trying to see the QQ chick. What's her name? Call me QQ. I am QQ, whatever her name is. Sent me all these messages about how she wanted my advice and how she wanted my opinion on how to, she had an incident with King World and her jokes was taken wrong and so on and so forth. She was in a Discord trying to call me daddy and all types of weird shit like that. And I was like, yo, you're in the wrong place. And she got mad because we don't operate like that in the Discord, wanting me to promote her book and all types of shit like that. Right. So this is not me. This is not me playing some type of game. This is you. This is different people coming from, the Knots group. The Knot got a bunch of mods and shit that's doing all of this weird shit going around. Like, that's not me. I'm not trying to participate with no troll farm, finding out information, none of that stuff, right? These people are doing this weird stuff, right? The Maria chick sending a bunch of messages, trying to find out stuff. Oh, what's your birthday? Oh, I'm a tourist too. Oh, this, that, and the third. Trying to find out, acting like she's building some type of rapport with me, right? I'm curving it like, yo, none of this shit sound right. You got a beautiful smile, though. Have a great day. You do have an amazing smile, but have a great day. You get what I'm saying? All of these people trying to get me to hit on them so that way they can go back and say he's hitting on people, right? Or they try to get me to like have a discrepancy with them in front of a group of people so they can go say I had a discrepancy with them in front of a group of people, right? people that I had to delete out the Discord because all they wanted to do was bring me information to try to attack other people, right? This is somebody we deleted. All they did was bring, oh, here's Ron Swanson, creepy stuff about Ron, surviving Ron Swanson, garbage, not wood, sidekick, yum yum, all of these different things. They was trying to bring me different information to try to use this information, so on and so forth, right? This is what they were doing. It was different people coming from different groups trying to do this. And I kept on ignoring it. I kept on curbing it. They trying to say people in the Discord. No, the people that's in the Discord now, they loyal. Like they're the ones who, well, it's still some stragglers in there, but they the ones that be looking out, be telling me, don't go up, don't fall for this, don't fall for that. They don't tell me what to do. I'm doing all of this on my own, right? I'm doing all of this on my own, right? The same people, Cultivate with Kai, right? He was in the Discord, wanted to become one of the mods. I thought it was odd that he's the nephew of, Jaguar. Literally had, personal phone call conversations with Jaguar, right? So literally, I was like, what the fuck? Why? This seems weird. All of this stuff seems weird to me, right? I'm paying attention to all of it. I'm pointing it out to people. I'm not just paying attention to it. I'm pointing it out. I'm asking people like, yo, this don't seem weird to you? Now, these same people is sitting there talking shit. These same people that was in the Discord right here, this person then sent me, follow all my accounts on TikTok, literally following my accounts on TikTok, but I see them in Maggie's room talking shit. They are stealing certain credit. Like I went to their page on YouTube and they are taking certain things and posting it from me to build content and sending me messages, right?
Wow. And don't get too excited about me camming up. That window ain't gonna tell you shit.
This ain't me.
When you say something we'll like, are you serious, bitch? You want to come through here running your mouth on my channel? You fucking weirdo, nothing.
This is other people that is doing this, right? Trying to tell me, watch out for this person, trying to cause conflict, trying to send me information to try to make me look this up or make me look that up, right? This is other people doing this. Y'all keep on making it seem like, oh, he's letting this happen. He's letting that happen. No, I'm not. I'm paying attention, but I'm not letting shit happen. I'm not letting shit happen. I'm paying attention to it. Although I'm not sitting there pointing it out, I'm not jumping out the window every time. Oh my, that's what they want you to do. They want to see what sparks a response. They keep on doing different shit. They want to see what sparks a response out of him. What is he going to respond to? It's so many of them playing the game. It's so many of them. Look, messages on Discord, right? Created a Discord and sent me a link. Now this is Golden Queen. This ain't even the messages that she sent on WhatsApp. If I showed you the list of messages that she sent on WhatsApp, you would think that this was my girlfriend or something, as long as the WhatsApp messages are. She sent me for the last, I'm talking about, she sent me so many, the real of messages on WhatsApp is so fucking long. You would think that this person was building a personal rapport with me. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because I know that they were playing in my face already. They mad because they didn't get the outcome that they wanted. They played in my face and wanted to make it look like I was hitting on a bunch of women, right? Let's go to WhatsApp. I'm not even going to show you the messages, but let's just scroll through them real quick, right? Golden Queen, right? You see I had to block her, right? But let's scroll. Half the damn time she was talking to herself. Half the time she was just messaging herself. I was sending back one fucking sentence, one phrase. Look, one phrase. Half the time she was just in there messaging herself. Look how big my fucking paragraphs is. Look how big my shit is. Look. These people are not real. These people are not fucking real. They trying to build content. She tried to make it like this, like she was trying to get to know me or something, or so I can try to make a pass at her so she can make content from it. Look, this ain't me messaging her. This is her messaging me. It's still going. It's still going. Why is y'all letting these people play in y'all face? It's still going. Every fucking thing we do out in the open with honesty. Everything we do out in the open with honesty. I knew that once on March the 25th, I kept on saying, why does she keep on asking me to hit her up on WhatsApp? Why does she keep on asking me to hit her up on WhatsApp? So I hit her up on WhatsApp, and that's the fucking shit that I get. Hit me on WhatsApp. Hit me on WhatsApp. And then y'all see why I was like, yo, stop playing in my face. You was doing this shit on the back end on WhatsApp. You trying to find out what my schedule is, what time I'm going live. I told you, I showed y'all right to y'all face. Y'all remember that day that I scheduled a live for 7 o'clock, but I didn't get on at 7 o'clock? That's the day I was testing the waters to see who else scheduled a live at the time that I scheduled a live. Maggie switched up her time, and Golden also scheduled a live at 7 o'clock. After I got on at 10 o'clock, and I was like, yeah, I did that 7 o'clock live to expose the people that's trolling me, right? She sent me a message on WhatsApp and was like, oh, I didn't mean to put my live the same time that you put your live. I was just so on and so forth. And it was just a time that I had free to go. But at the same time, you asking me, what time do you normally go live? What's your schedule? What time do you go live? They mad because I was already ahead of them. They mad because I already paid attention to it. You mean to tell me I go over to Golden Live last night to say love is love and everybody have a great day, and Powwow, Golden, all of them up on the panel talking shit about me? Oh, wow. Like I wasn't expecting that. The same people that was grouped up with Maggie that did the apology tour to find out information, right? That's all they came over here to do. What all of them came over to find out different variations of shit. Go find out what you can find out. All of them came over to find out what they can find out. Go try to irritate them. So I guess Golden was going to do it from like the gaming concept. Like, oh, we're going to make him seem like this as a gamer, right? Powwow came over here and try to make my topics of conversations around lust and sex. Oh, hey, did you see that topic that I want to talk about? The sperm march. I thought you said you wanted to talk about Zachariah Stitchens and stuff like that. Why, when you want to engage with a conversation with me, you want us to talk about a fucking sperm run of Los Angeles? I thought you said you knew about Zachariah Stitchens and stuff like that. Why you didn't want to talk about that? Nobody found that weird. Somebody contact me, say that they want to, know about the crystals. And then as soon as I get back in touch with them they don't talk about nothing. They're not talking about crystals. Think about that. Golden sit on her panel yesterday and somebody else sit up there who used to be a spy in the Discord. They sit over there and say, and he's teaching people all of that stuff about chakra systems and so on and so forth. Look it up. Look it up. That's Aquarius sky. That's new age religious stuff. He's teaching them new age religion. So that's your real problem. Your real problem is not nothing that I got going on. Your real problem is that I'm teaching people. That's your real problem. He's over there teaching people. And y'all mad because I'm already 7 steps ahead of y'all. That's what y'all really mad about, because I'm already 7 steps ahead of y'all. Right? So to sit there and try to be like, oh, and Lady Leticia left his Discord, and also such and such. That's all the people that y'all already that's the people that y'all planted in there. Ironically, all of these people already came from the Jaguar sector. They already came from Jaguar Circle. So now you know what I'm to say? I'm to believe that every last one of them fallouts was staged fallouts. They staged all of those fallouts so they can infiltrate different circles of collectives. I don't know. I don't know what Golden Queen's attentions was. Golden Queen attentions was trying to make me hit on her so that way she can make me out to be a pervert or something like that. That's what I'm thinking it was. That's what I'm thinking she was doing. I'm thinking that she was trying to build some type of rapport so that way I can hit on her or make a pass at her and she can get it on record or recording that I was like flirting or making a pass at her, and then she was going to make me out to be some type of nasty person anyway. If the Golden Queen and Maggie fallout was the Golden Queen and Maggie fallout is not over me. Don't do that. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think that a man came between their friendship when that's not the truth. They was beefing with each other and they're using me to beef with each other. That has nothing to do with me. That's like two girls saying like, oh, I see you, Ralph. I see you like Ralph. I'll get him first. And then I'ma rub it in your face that I got him, right? So that's not between me. That's two girls fighting. That's some fucking high school shit. That ain't got shit to do with me. That is two girls in high school or performing arts or something. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It wouldn't make sense to fall out over me. It doesn't make sense. That means that's something between them two. And they're just using me as a way to say that, you know, I got a problem with you, but instead of me saying that I got a problem with you because of this reason or that reason, I'm going to say I got a problem with you because you let Ralph come between us or whatever the case may be. That's a front. That is a lie. That is a lie. You see what they trying to do? Look at the repetitive. You got to look at what is repeated, right? This is why they're attacking the love is love phrase, right? That's why you keep hearing Maggie say, but love is love, but love is love. You hear Goldie say it, love is love, love is. They want to try to take that phrase from us. They want to try to take that from us. So that way we don't want to use it no more. We don't want to say it no more. I'm going to keep saying love is love. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. They want to discourage us from operating in a loving way. I don't operate in darkness. These people think that they're going to do a bunch of stuff behind closed doors and then paint a public image of something else. Golden was the one. I never reached out to Golden and say, yo, let me get your digits. I never reached out to Golden and said, yo, hit me up on WhatsApp. I never reached out. Golden took it upon herself to try to build a off YouTube relationship or rapport. Golden took it upon herself to send me thousands upon thousands of messages on WhatsApp, right? All different types of hours, right? Golden sending me messages trying to make me beef with Mike. I mean, trying to make me do a live about Mike, do a live about Archangel. That's what she was trying to make me do. A live about Archangel. That's what she wanted me to do. And now she talking about some, oh, I'll talk to Archangel and I'll talk to Ralph on the back end. You ain't about to talk to me and talk to the person who you trying to tell me that this person was threatening you and Maggie, and I should do a live about that person threatening you and Maggie, and so on and so forth. Come on, man. They playing in our face. They is playing in our face. I ain't even about to go back and look at the messages that she sent. She trying to put me in beef with this person and that person. I ain't even going to go back and show y'all the messages because it's pointless. Right? But make it make sense. She thought I wasn't peeping that shit. She thought I wasn't peeping that shit, that she was trying to make me go, like basically make me do what she wanted me to do on my platform. You see this? You see this? He's showing axes and stuff like that. He said he's going to go after me and Golden, I mean me and Maggie and stuff like that. Like basically trying to fucking play a Dando in distress, and I'm supposed to have a hero complex and be like, I'll save you, and run into fucking danger. And then at the end of the day, you know what she gonna do? Make amends with Mike. If I did a live, that's what she gonna do. Make amends. The same thing she about to do. Archangel is still operating in Jaguar's chat and operating in Golden's chat. So if Archangel is still attached to Jaguar and attached to Golden, then that means Golden is still dealing with Jaguar. Right or wrong? One's in the chat if I'm right. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm right. If that's she's saying she about to forgive him for wielding an axe and saying that he's going to take her out, but then she's trying to hold me to some shit because she tried to play with, whatever the fuck she did in the video game, right? Mind you, let's read the message that she sent me after the day of the video game, right? Or the same day, right? Sunday, my birthday, right? Look, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intentions. I finally did figure it out. I selected the wrong video. I should have muted. I'm sorry. It's your birthday. I didn't mean to piss you off. I don't know how to play PC. I'm not lying about that. I'm learning right now. Thought it would be fun to play with y'all. I really apologize. Shaking my head. That was intense, but I understand. Sorry I have upset you. Happy birthday. And I really a bit throwed off. That's what she said. I am really a bit throwed off. This is what Golden is saying. I'm really a bit throwed off. I mean no harm. I should have muted. Well, take care, I guess, right? She didn't say none of this shit. This is why I say her operation on the front wasn't the same as the back. And her operation on the back wasn't the same as the front. On the back end, she's playing this character like she's trying to get to know somebody or build a rapport. On the front end, she's like, whatever, right? But she wanted, and just like that person in the Discord last night, that person that came from Golden's panel, right? They even brought it back to the Discord to try to disrupt the Discord. They even brought it back to the Discord to try to disrupt the Discord, to try to further bring conflict to the Discord. Think about that. Is that not weird? That she literally was telling you that she was operating on spirits. She was like, yeah, I'm drinking. I even asked her, I said, hey, do you think this conversation would go better if you wasn't intoxicated? Do you think we should have this conversation at a later date when you're not intoxicated? Right? Like everybody in the Discord last night was baffled by it. And that's why I say, y'all don't need to put no secret people in an open Discord. All y'all got to do is join the Discord. Come get your own assessment of our Discord. Don't take somebody else's word for what's going on in the Discord. Come get your own assessment of the Discord. That's what's wrong with this world nowadays. People are not taking their own assessment. Take your own assessment. Come join. Shit, we open for business. We are open for business. We not hiding nothing over here. Not hiding nothing at all. All right. Not trying to hide nothing. Not pretending to hide nothing. None of that shit. And we not ducking no smoke. We ain't ducking no smoke. We like recess. We look forward to recess. But look, if y'all would, and if y'all could, not, what I'm saying? Can y'all go to the cash, go to this link right here, this GoFundMe link, and please drop a little something in the GoFundMe, right? It don't have to be much. It could be small, little $10, $20. Drop a little something in the GoFundMe. I'm trying to get this vehicle preferably a decent sized vehicle so we can do, mobile podcasts, basically pull up on people, so on and so forth. We're working towards a lot of things. And listen, if all else fail, you can think that it's the sling dick. Okay. This is for my Discord dingaling slinging. I'm trying to get around to my 27 wives and sling dingaling. Okay. If you support dingaling slinging, then go ahead and send a little something to the GoFundMe. Okay. If you want me to come to a theater near you and sling dingaling, go ahead, support, the dingaling slinging caravan. Okay. It might be slinging dingaling next to a caravan near you. Let me go ahead and get the slinging of dingaling. It's a lack of dingaling slingers in the world. I'm trying to bring dingaling slinging back. Okay. So help me get back on the road so I can get back out there and sling dingaling. It's not enough people out there slinging it. I'm telling you, y'all are missing penis in the world. Y'all know y'all are. Y'all can lie to yourself all y'all want, but y'all know y'all missing it in the world. Be honest with yourself. Y'all want somebody like me to go around and sling dingaling. I promise you do. I promise you. We need more Discord dingaling slingers. Hey, listen, EQ, they gonna make it up anyway. Fuck it. They gonna make it up anyway. Remember, they are trying to project what they got going on onto us. They in a sex cult. All of them is a part of that sex cult that came out of carbon nature. That's why they trying to put that on us to try to make, that's somebody we can say he's doing that with the and no matter how many times I explain to them that the sister wives and the brother husbands is a mental thing. We protect people's mental and spirit. No matter how many times I explain that to them, they still think we talking about coitus. They still think we talking about having coitus.
Parasitism is a non-mutual symbiotic relationship between species, where one species, the parasite, benefits at the expense of the other, the host. During the Dark Cycle, Earth became a consciousness prison based on the predatory parasitism of the life force energy of all living creatures, especially when they die. As a result of the transdimensional parasitism of the planetary body, the human race became infected with energy parasites and implants that are designed to siphon the higher consciousness energy and vital forces from out of the body. This means that as a result of the parasitism of the human body, this generated severe energy depletion or entropy, which made it very difficult for humanity to embody their spiritual layers, such as connecting with their soul, monad, and avatar consciousness bodies. Additionally, most people on Earth do not have access to their other lifetime consciousness memories, and thus are not aware that they have spiritual bodies that are made of electromagnetic frequency and pure intelligent consciousness energy that exist in other dimensions. If these spiritual bodies are ignored by the person while they are incarnated in the physical reality, it means that predatory people and parasitic entities can use the consciousness energy of that person without their consent and awareness.
No,
when the human body
never
is
wanna
weakened and the
explain to
mind is
people
in
that.
amnesia,
It ain't nah, V goddess. Don't try to make it seem like you should have told people more. No screenshots because y'all were telling me, but allow other clowns. Only yesterday I started hearing saying protect people's mental. That is not true. We always said in the Discord from day one, the reason why people was coming to the Discord, the reason why you asked to be back in the Discord was because you felt like it was a safe space. So don't try to make it seem like, this, that, and the third. Yes, everybody know. Matter of fact, one's in the chat if you knew this was about protecting people's mental and spirit. One's in the chat if you knew everything we doing is about protecting people's mental and spirit. Put a one in the chat if you knew that. If you don't know that, then you wasn't here for the right reasons. That's why you was in the Discord talking about lust. That's why you kept saying how bad you wanted me. All of that weird shit. And then you on the Knots panel talking about I infiltrated their Discord. I did this and I did that. And no, You was trying to get me to make a pass at you. You was trying to do the same thing. You came over to try to cause disruption, cause problems, cause friction. If you ain't the same V goddess, then you got a different account. If you ain't the same person that was just now up on wasn't she just ain't this Blanca's best friend? Thank you. Didn't she just spend 45 minutes on the Knox panel the other day? You never wanted me in that way, but I said you was making jokes like that. Remember when I was talking about some people put all types of stuff in their Discord? You was like, yeah, you don't want to come to my Discord. You don't remember making all those jokes in the Discord? Do I really have to go back to the Discord and scroll back into the Discord history? Are you serious? Do I really have to out you that bad? You really trying to get outed that bad that I gotta scroll back to the Discord history and show the jokes that you were making, trying to make it seem like we were talking about sex in there? Huh? Now you want to act like you don't remember? Cut it out. Every time a joke came up, you was like, yes, I think about Ralph like that. You don't remember saying that shit? You was like, the only person I want is Ralph. You don't remember saying that shit? You kept on trying to throw those little remarks out there. Do I really need to scroll back to the fucking history and show that? It's in the history on our Discord. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all really, that's why I say we 10 steps ahead of y'all.
Amnesia. It is easier for the NAA extradimensional parasites to gain control over the mind and body of those they intend to siphon and imprison. We must better understand the concepts of energetic parasitism that are designed to weaken all the layers of the human body, and how that weakness is exacerbated through the attachment of many different shadow creatures, spirits, implants, and microorganisms that exist in physical and non-physical dimensions. When we are weakened by energy parasites, we can get sick, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, thus making it easier to be controlled through an assortment of attachments and possessions. Energetic imbalances weaken the body and produce energetic parasites that, when they remain uncleared, the demonstrated effects of parasitism will eventually show themselves in the physical plane and reveal as illness in one or more of the layers, within the physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. Predatory parasitism. The war over energy and consciousness that is waged to intentionally harm human beings by those entities who consider us their property and slaves. In this cycle, we must face the darkness that has controlled the planet for so long, in order to see rightly that we may correct our social structures from predatory parasitism, by placing value on protecting living creatures and human beings. It is important to understand that predatory parasitism is used as an energy extraction method that generates massive waste products and pollutants in the instruction set of an energy field, and this damages the blueprint of planet Earth.
Now, here's the thing. Excuse me. Here's the thing. You can look at attachments, right? These are fragments cause negative entity attachments, right? These is what they're using, right? This is the etheric weapons, right? It's not knives, it's not what you think it is, right? These are the impacts of what they're doing to the frequency. So when you're attacking the frequency, this is where the silence weapons comes in, the words that they're putting in the ether, right? Etheric weapon is like putting the words in the ether, the negative vibrations on you.
Etheric weaponry is generally residue imprints in the auric light body that is sourced from warring history record in the soul matrix, from other timelines and identities. Many times when the person is undergoing a spiritual ascension progression, When reaching that layer in the spiritual body, the cellular memory record will reveal itself and one may see with their inner vision etheric weapons as a bleed-through event from other timelines and spaces. Etheric weapons are also used by the imposter spirits and NAA as a dark force manipulation methods to create pain, distress, illness, or energy leaks in a light worker or human being who has dedicated themselves to freedom principles such as the law of one, Christos, unity field, Hieros Gamos, or to be in service to the cosmic triad of the eternal God source and 0-point field.
And this is why I point it out every chance I get. Every time they draw attention to me, every time they send people in my direction, this is why I point out exactly what they're doing. This is why I tell you what they're doing every time, how they're doing this, right? This is why I point this out with the ego and how they're trying to use it, but they're manipulating the consciousness of people, right? These people aren't giving you facts or merits behind their rhetorics. They're not bringing you facts or merits behind anything. And they hate the fact that I bring you guys knowledge. They hate the fact that I point out how you can be alert to them, how you can pay attention. They hate that shit.
There are also spaces that are used as soul traps or consciousness traps, which are used to keep a person's consciousness stuck like a hamster on a wheel, going in circles and not moving anywhere. This is why discernment and comprehension of how consciousness works and placing your value and attention on developing personal consciousness is
Chewing gum. Chewing gum, I want you to think about that. You said, wow. So Golden and Powwow have turned against you, right? You can't turn if you was not facing in that direction in the first place. So you can't say anybody turned anywhere because they were never facing me. They were never following me. They were never. Why do you think I kept pointing out certain narratives? Why do you think I kept saying, and Powwow, remember, you came over here defending Maggie, right? Everything that you see is on the world stage. The world is one big stage. Their purpose of coming over here was always to try to find out something to fuck me over, right? That's why Powwow wanted me to have conversations about sperm, right? That's why Golden sent me all of those messages on the back end, right? This is to build content, to make themselves relevant, right? To sit there in the Discord and say, I'm not going to do a live about you. The day before that, I came over to her live. I said, love is love. Have a good live. So how the very next day did she do a live about me? The world may never know. It's like Cat Williams said, nobody knows why a liar lies. You know, nobody knows why a liar lies. So I'm not into figuring out why these people move the way they move, why they did what they did. I'm not into that. You would have to ask them that. And then they're allowed to make up whatever story they want to make up. You know, you got to let them have their reality. If they want to paint a fucked up reality of you, let them have that. That's their reality that they paint. Everybody else see the truth. Everybody that's in the Discord, everybody that knows, everybody else sees the truth. You name one person that you send that many WhatsApp messages to. You've seen the whole reel of WhatsApp messages. Name one person that you send that many motherfucking WhatsApp messages to. Playing in my face. Playing in my face. But I'm not, I don't have nothing to do with that.
is so important. False white light and consciousness traps are like machinery. They are not fully sentient. Instead, they are like replicants or artificial intelligence, which may be cognized when one has developed sensory ability and feeling through heart consciousness. When one has a connection with the 12D shield and the heart and spirits of Christ, you will feel the harshness of non-sentient or alien matrices immediately. They feel machined, artificial, metal-like, sharp, may feel or sound tinny like an aluminum foil. When one is active in the pursuit and dedication of expanding one's consciousness, and knowing these consciousness traps do exist, you can avoid them. In some cases, you may even be a part of the grid work teams asked to dismantle them to stop other souls from being trapped inside them. To mind control the consciousness of the masses and control their perception is how slaves and drones are created. Humanity is cultivated to shape values and ideas that the controllers
there's different variations of control when it comes to this. There's different variations of control. There's different variations of motions of this, right? This is where you try to abuse the cause and effect, right? This is called the abuse of cause and effect, right? So when you're abusing the cause and effect, right? It's basically when someone makes a bunch of suggestions, right? Say for instance, you walk in somebody, you're walking with somebody, and that person always says, man, I wish somebody would start picking trash up around here, right? And you always hear this person say this, man, I wish somebody would just start picking the trash up. It'd be nice to have somebody to start picking the trash up. Wow, if somebody could just start picking the trash up, right? And then because that person repeated it so much, right, something is building in your life water, and eventually you're going to start picking that trash up, right? So this is like suggestive things, right? This is where, this is why I say if you read The Art of Seduction, you'll be better suited for this new world if you read The Art of Seduction, because people are trying to seduce each other's mental, not in a good way, right? You know what I mean? People are trying to seduce people's mental, not in a good way. So what you witnessed was someone trying to take that, and use it in a way, right? So they take it, and what they do is they basically try to make it look like the door is open. Look like the door is open. No, I'm single. I ain't been with nobody in a while. Sure would be nice to have somebody to talk to. I'm a loner. I like to be alone. I'm sorry for, sending you so many messages. It's just that I have, nobody to talk to. And I'm so glad that you let me, talk and speak and so on and so forth. I just feel like I can just tell you anything. And, I just feel like everything that I'm telling you is good with you. Oh, don't tell anybody that I'm telling you this, but I like talking to you on the side, on the back end, without every right? So what they're building is a false rapport with you, right? They're building a false rapport so you can get the wrong message, right? And then if you embark on that wrong message, this is where they scold you at, right? This is, flesh 101. Yeah, operation of flesh 101, right? So this is what they do, right? If it was in the physical world, it'd be it'd be the same thing. It would just be physical things, the laugh at your joke that's not really funny, that little thing when they put their hair behind their ear, that little flirtatious move when they put their hair behind their hair, or that look that they give you up and down, but they make the little sounds, where they look at you like you a snack and they say, and then you say, what was that for? And they say, oh, nothing. I was just thinking about, I don't want you to get the big head or nothing. I was just thinking about our last episode. I don't want you to get the big head. These are things that they do to play with your mental. You get what I'm saying? The difference is I've been reading into this shit for so long. Like I sometimes laugh on the inside about how, the production of the flesh, like how people operate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lust is lust. It don't change. That's why I keep on telling y'all, don't look at the person. Read the energies, right? Read the energies of these people. Then you're going to find out a lot more when you read the energies. I don't look at people. I don't see no person. I see energies. When I'm looking at somebody, I don't see color. I don't see a person there. I see a ball of mixed energies. And based on that person's actions or merits, that lets me know what energy is in control of that vessel. If somebody's operating on lust, greed, gluttony, so on and so forth, I know, okay, boom, they operating out the spirit of lust. They operating out the spirit of greed. They operating out the spirit of jealousy. They operating out the spirit of, I'm paying attention to that. So when these different people keep on trying these different methods, I want y'all to think about two things. One, our page is not even monetized yet, and all of them seem to be interested in it. Why? Why? What are we doing over here that's making people say, right? You got Maggie downplaying our page. Oh, ain't nobody gonna be over there. He ain't shit. Nobody's getting nothing. So on and so forth. He a bitch. 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 Right? Right? You got other people, too strong in them. They saying we want to work with him. You know what I'm saying? You got other people saying that they want to work with us. You know what I'm saying? You got the not smothering the attention when we came over here trying to think about that. It's a reason for everything. They don't have creativity. They're watching how easy I'm just coming up with creative ass shit. Half the shit that we sit over here and come up with and create, we don't even use. We just thinking about all types of positive shit, inspiring each other. Oh yeah, we talk shit, we laugh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do all of that, right? But we still doing positive things. We're speaking positive to each other. You know what I mean? We are greatly speaking positive to each other. Despite all the manipulation, we're still unifying. For everybody that stepped away, there was 5 more people that came. Right? For everybody that stepped away from the table, 5 more people joined the table. They made the Discord more interesting than anything because more people want to go see what the hell going on. And if I am slinging dick, more people looking for it. Hey, please make it so that way I can continue to do what it is that I do. If I'm slinging dick, let me sling dick next to a theater near you. Go ahead and help a brother out. Help me get this money off the ground. Donate to the GoFundMe. We gonna make them mad. We gonna make them mad. Hey, listen, go ahead, donate one time. Okay. Maybe the daytime crew ain't it. All right. I'm sorry. Maybe the daytime crew ain't it. Maybe it's the nighttime crew that let, throw a couple of dollars. It's just $5-10 here, there. It ain't much. I'm not asking for much. A bunch of people can do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking one person to cover all of it. You know what I mean? I'm asking the multitude of people to just do a little bit and let that add up, And all it takes is just a little click from the phone. That's it. Just click it from your phone. That's it. You click it from your phone. You just go boom, 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 and voila, magic from your phone. Possibilities endless, right? Right. Every time they get bored, every single time they get bored, we give them content, right? I don't know why they don't just send people to the Discord and I just come up with a content board for them. We can do a content board where we just put different content on a board and all of these creators can just go to the content board and pick something from it to talk about. Hey, congrats on paying your truck off. Hey, that's another great idea right there. Look, that's another great idea right there. A content board. Everybody just post shit that they think people gonna be interested in. You scroll through it, pick out the shit you want. Boom, go talk about it.
Parasitism is a non-mutual symbiotic relationship between species, where one species, the parasite, benefits at the expense of the other, the host.
You can only charge them based off of the outcome of the content, like how well they, how well they did off of the content. Because if, all right, two things. First, it's already going to be backlash that you trying to charge people for content, right? People going to talk shit about that. So that's going to be somebody content right there that you're charging people for content, right? Then the price that you pay for the content, right? So it will really just have to be a content board with the donations, and then they choose and get in contact with the person who gave them that content, and then they can pay based off of the outcome of the content. If it goes viral, if it does well, or if they got a good moral compass, then they can contact the person that posted the content and say, hey, here, I owe you one. You know what I mean? But if they based off of, theftery, and it's a lot of people out here based off of theftery, they not going to give you credit for stealing your content. That's where this parasite stuff that I'm talking about comes in, right? They're parasites. The idea is for their best idea of this is when the hosts don't know that they're doing it. You get what I'm saying? If they know that it's no thrill behind that. The taste of the energy is not as great. You know what I mean? It's like role playing. It's not real, right? They want you to think oh yeah, they're siphoning your ideas. You know how somebody steal your idea right in front of you, but then make you think that you wasn't the originator of the idea? Like, they'll downplay it when you say it. You'll be like, man, I'm thinking about riding my bike to the store. They be like, man, ain't nobody trying to ride no damn bike to the store. Look at it outside. Ain't nobody trying to ride no bike to the store. 20 minutes go by. They like, yo, I know. We can ride the bike to the store. And you're like, what the fuck? I just said that. They was like, nah, that was 20 minutes ago when it looked like it was about to rain outside. We talking about now that it's nice outside. You had that thought when it looked like it was going to rain outside. Now it's nice. It's my thought. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, no, motherfucker, it's still my thought. You just stealing that shit and using it at a different time and saying that it's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's what these people is doing. It's the same thing with magic. The same shit that we thought about back in February, which was, exposing, from December to February, we was exposing all of Jaguar's shit, right? The idea wasn't to stay on that. The idea was to bring people into the knowledge, get the people that wanted the knowledge, the free mind, right? We didn't get that. We're getting this struggle now because all these people, think about it. The Amber situation, the Bonnie situation, the Selma situation, the Lady Letitia situation, now the Golden situation, the Maggie situation. The Maggie apology tour, right? The Maggie talk shit again tour. Now we got the Maggie victimizing victims tour. Like, what the fuck? Like, why y'all not paying attention to it? They showing y'all who they truly are. They're showing y'all who they are. Like, we don't even have to be fooled by it. They showing y'all who they are. You can't speak to no one about an issue that you're trying to create. You want content. How'd you have a live about it, but now you want to have a conversation on WhatsApp? How? What? No, you take that to your page. You're not going to do a live about me and then try to come over here and try to. That's how you build content, right? It's to come over here and build. You're building it off of controversy. You're not building content, Golden. You're building controversy. I don't want to collaborate with you like this. I'm sorry, but this never was my operation. So can you please, carry on about whatever it is that you're doing? Like, ain't it like you said, once someone is convinced, you can't get them to look at it no other type of way. So I'm not trying to get y'all to look at me no other type of way. I don't like fake shit. And apparently you are fake. Look at what you just did a live where you just talk shit. That live, you put my name in the title. For what reason? That's the second time you did that. You did the same thing with the sister wives. You did the same thing when I came over to your page the first time. And you let the spy that was in the Discord come up, right? And that spy that's in the Discord is still sitting over on your page talking shit about me, right? But you keep coming over to my page trying to pretend like we cool or whatever. I didn't make content yelling at you. You came over to my space like you're doing right now, right? Tried to make it seem like you wanted to play the game, right? And then tried to get upset, smack your teeth, do all of this weird stuff, and then play a recording out loud of something that you yourself was not listening to because it played on repeat for 4 times, right? And then when I got upset and said something to you about it, you try to do a video. Great. You got your content. Go replay it. Go. I don't understand you got your content. You got me going off on you during a video game. Go replay that over and over again. Go tell them that gamers are so serious. And while I'm Magic, there's nothing else for us to discuss. What else would it be for? Can anybody else tell me, like, right? Am I right? Am I right? One's in the chat if I'm right. Is there anything else for us to discuss? I think that pretty much ran its course, right? One's in the chat if I'm right. It pretty much ran its course, right? One's in the chat. Everybody put ones in the chat. Y'all, it did what it did, right? She held a live speaking about how she felt. Okay, great. You did. I don't know what else you want. I'm not about to drag it out. I'm not about to keep on talking about it. You're not about to siphon content off of me. You did great. You felt like I did something. You spoke about it on your panel. I came over there, showed love. Everybody disappeared, right? You could have let me up on a panel yesterday to speak about it. You didn't want that. You wanted to wait till I go live so you can come over here and speak about it. You ended the live last night when I came over there. Everybody disappeared. And then you're like, I'll just, you'll wait to try to come to my panel to speak about it. Yes, trickery again, right? I just popped up on you yesterday when you were speaking about it. No, you ended the live. Everybody disappeared. You don't remember that yesterday? Should we replay it right now? Where all of y'all ended the live and disappeared and started acting awkward? Should we replay it right now? Nah, we ain't gonna replay it. But yeah, soon as I came over yesterday to show you support and I said love is love, you know what I mean? Not knowing that y'all was talking shit about me, I'm just popping up over there to show support, to say love is love. And what you doing? Oh, shit. He's here. Everybody. Y'all ended the live. And now you want to pop up over here to have a conversation about it. No, we're good. We're good. That's okay. We're all right. You bugging. You bugging if you think you about to. No. We're okay. You could have had that conversation yesterday. You choose it to end the live, right? Because you didn't want to have that conversation yesterday. That's why I say there's really no like solution with y'all. You had a problem from day one and you were going to build that issue. You sending me all of these messages on what? Think about this. Did y'all see the scroll? Did y'all see how much messages she sent me on WhatsApp? Did y'all see it? And now she want to sit here and play on the front end like it's something that we need to hash out. What? 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 Make it make sense. I've been told these people, if you're trying to build content, just go build content. We could have did a cooking show together to build content. We could have cleaned up one part of the house to build content. We could have did anything else to build content. They don't want to build content like that. That's not the content they want to build. They want to build controversy. They want to argue, right? They want to keep on coming after the love is love title, right? They want to try to make it seem like we don't represent love so they can then turn around and make it seem like they represent love. They want to seem like we don't represent spirituality so they could then turn around and say, thank God, right? That's all they keep on attacking is the fact that we talk about moon, stars, quasars, the connection of the universe to us, so on and so forth. He's teaching that Aquarius sky, new age knowledge stuff over there. And I want y'all to think about this. I literally expressed how I felt to Golden the first time she did it when she set us up and had the spy, the same spy that was on Maggie's panel, telling people how old my kids was, telling people how many kids I had in my house, telling people that I'm taking care of a kid that's not mine biologically. Literally the same person that said that they was working for Murph. The same person that they said that they're working for Murph is the same person sitting on Golden's panel, talking shit, coaching Golden into this or whatever they got going on, working with her, conspiring with, I don't know what the hell they got going on. But this is the same person that was the spy that was in the Discord. Now she's sitting over there under a different name. They're still attacking the Discord and making it seem like they're not doing it. Let me explain. What? What is it to explain? What is it to explain? She's sitting there talking about something. How am I setting anything up if people come to my channel and I don't know prior issues? You was on the panel. You've been on Maggie's panel. You see what I'm saying? You see how they keep on playing the pass the buck thing? They're passing the buck. When I came up there, I told you it's ironic that you just made me. You got everybody from my Discord to come to your page, and then you try to paint a narrative, right? So you're getting people from my Discord to come to your page so you can talk shit about me. Hey, yo, that's the funniest shit I ever heard. That's the funniest shit I ever heard. You even was like going live the same times that I went live, right? Perception. Okay. Let me see. I want you to riddle them this then. Is this something that I'm perceiving? Let's go to WhatsApp. Is this something that I'm perceiving? This is the bottom right here. This is when I blocked you, right? But let's scroll. I'm perceiving this. I'm perceiving this. Look at how short my responses are and how long your responses are. Oh, look at all those hearts that you put on my responses, right? Look how long your responses are and how short mine's is, right? But let's fast scroll so we can get, just to, you would not stop sending me messages. You wouldn't stop. You were forcing yourself into my fucking personal, like, act like you trying to get to know me type shit. Look. You act like you was trying to build a rapport with me. Look, what is we talking about? Stop playing. What? Is you serious? What? This is like a year-long work. This in 3 weeks. This shit's like a year long. Like you, what? Come on. It don't stop. Huh? We keep going. Huh? It's not stopping. You tell me what's going on. You tell me who was trying to play who. Huh? Who's doing what? Look, my motherfucking arm is hurting from holding it up. Look. Who's playing who? All my responses to you is short. Who's playing who? Huh? Come on. Cat got your tongue, right? Perspective, right? Perspective, right? This is perspective, right? This is perspective. Whose perspective? Whose perspective is this? Huh? Tell me. Whose perspective is this? Whose? Tell me. Where? Where's the perspective at? Based off of what? Huh? What? Tell me. Tell me. I had every right to be frustrated with you. You playing in my face for a whole fucking 3 weeks. Playing in my face. Trying to do everything on the front end to try to be disrespectful and asking me what time you go live so you can schedule a live when I go live, right? I said something about Discord. You make a Discord and send me a Discord link to your new Discord, right? You send 1,000 messages on the back to try to find out about my life so you can do lives. You and Maggie going back and forth. I'm telling you to stay out of it because Maggie's using you to attack me and you're trying to further feed into it. I literally had a whole conversation with you where I said, Golden, you're giving them ammunition. Stay out of it. They are using you. They're watching the fact that you're popping up on every panel that I'm going to. They're using you to attack me, right? You act like you knew what I was talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of games being played on the back end. Yeah, I got people coming to me saying that they can help my panel grow too, and they're playing games on the back end. Yes, we need to really talk about this because there is some weird stuff going on, and people are doing stuff on the back end, and I think I got some of those people. Is you serious? This is why I say these people. This is why I keep on saying, man, sister wives are smart, man. Sister wives have intelligence. Sister wives are not. They is not no. You know what I mean? They is not no dummies. You hear me? They is not. We pay attention. We pay attention. We is on our P's and Q's. I be pointing shit out. We too far ahead of them for this. We too far ahead of them. You know, this is where the abuse of control comes in, where people sit there and try to do, you know, little secret shit, little sideways shit. I be paying attention. I be on my P's and Q's all the time. I might look like I'm not, but
this phenomena is called
I'm paying
superimpositional
attention.
karma. It is the superimposing one's personal actions of responsibility for the consequence of the waste product manifested from abuse of the law of cause and effect, by funneling it towards those they deem undesirable or may hold hatred towards that genetic race. This hatred exists towards the Christos intelligence from the NAA groups.
And that's another reason why I keep my camera off too, because a lot of times I'll be smoking and people already like to paint bad, you know, notions and shit. So, you know, they want to know, they see smoke, they see you doing something, they're gonna be like, look, he's smoking this and he's smoking. Man, listen, the internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. They just mad because I be finding different ways to combat that shit. I know the internet gonna win every time, but that's why the internet's my friend. I'm on some, he's my buddy, he's my pal. Shit, I'm rocking with the internet. Yeah, I know the internet gonna win. That's why I'm working with. You know what I mean? I know the internet's gonna win. That's why I'm working with the internet. Hey, I got every right to puff a little bit. These people are making crazy things. First, they wanted pictures of a 600-pound white woman that's in my life, which they're not going to get because there's not one. They couldn't find nothing to tear my life down with, so they made up a bunch of shit. Think about that. If Maggie say that this lady called the cops on me 10 times, why I don't have one domestic violence on my record? Surely if they found a domestic violence on my record, they would have showed that shit expeditiously. You know that, right? If they found domestic violence on my record, they would have showed that shit expeditiously. Right or wrong? It's a reason why they can't show none of that stuff. You know? It's a reason they can't show none of that stuff because it's not there. It's not there. She's sitting there lying, talking about this lady called the cops on him 10 times. Listen, now this is how you know Maggie's not smart. Maggie did not look up the information herself. She didn't do the work herself, right? So somebody else brought her fake information and she used it for monetization. But she's sitting there saying that I'm chasing clout. Right? Maggie say on her live, Golden's not going to do a live about Ralph. Golden's not worried about Ralph. His page is nobody's page. If he had more numbers, then yeah, Golden would do a live about him. But he's nobody, so Golden's not going to do a live about him. And then in that same night, Golden does a live, right? So Maggie does a live where she's doxing me. Golden duplicates that live and also docks me in her live, right? Where she's acting like she's recapping Maggie's live, who is the originator of the doxing, but she's using the Knots live, who is the originator of the doxing. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see where they put you in this circle at? So if I come at Golden, Golden's going to say, don't get mad at me, get mad at Maggie. If I come at Maggie, Maggie's going to say, don't get mad at me, get mad at the knot. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see how they try to play with your energy? So Golden took it upon herself to dox me and then try to say I was talking to her all types of ways and I was talking to her in the Discord all types of ways. And now she's in the comment section trying to have a conversation. For what? What is it to conversate about? Do y'all think, wait, hold on. We good, right? Atlas family, we good on conversation, right? One's in the chat. We good on conversation, right? One's in the chat. Because this is a collective. This ain't got nothing to do with my personal. This ain't got shit to do with me, right? We good, right? Collectively, we good. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's nothing for us to conversate about. Can you please refrain from commenting in my comment section? There's nothing for us to comment about. There's nothing for us to conversate about. We good. You can have your story. You can paint your story however you want it. We good. We good over here. You can paint your story however you want it. We good. Back to our regular scheduled program. Huh? So yeah, so you got to watch out for these different variations of, cause and effect, right? They're manipulating the operation of cause and effect, right? What you focus on is what you get, right? But also what you feel is what you see. So when it comes to seduction, the art of war, all of this stuff, you got to be very cautious of what your feelings are, right? Because what you feel is what you see, and what you focus on is what you get. So if you feel a certain type of way and you focus on that feeling, then that's what you're going to start getting. If you're feeling, envious, regret, all of that stuff, you're going to start getting that back, right? That's what they want you to do, right? This is why they trigger these different fears, threats, helplessness, so on and so forth. They don't want a unity of this nation because this type of nation is built on the minds, right? We're building a great foundation by building the mental first, right? This is the only way one can rise in the spirit, right? We're building the mental. So we're building strong minds, right? We're building a way for you to see through the bullshit. They're trying to manipulate you with the bullshit before you get to learning. You know what I mean? Before you get to learning how to watch their energies, they're like, oh shit, he's telling them about us. Stop him from. So they're trying to get me to focus on the other bullshit, argue with them, so on and so forth. So that way I won't teach y'all how to pay attention to them. You get what I'm saying?
It is essential to know that by exploiting poverty consciousness mind control in order to manipulate materialism in people, this triggers deep fear-based belief systems around personal security, safety, and self-esteem. Many people on the earth feel terrorized by obsessive thoughts of poverty and homelessness, even when it has not happened to them in their lifetime. This memory may connect to other lifetimes, however. It directly connects to the collective unconscious memory of feeling defenseless to the full-scale alien invasion that occurred in Sumeria and Egypt. As a result, many humans today have a pathological need to find some version of security and safety within materialism.
Now, if you don't get what that means, when I say people trigger insecurities, threats, helplessness, this is why you have people like Oprah, who's sitting on a table, with multiple houses, so on and so forth, right? This is why they make statements like, gotta work, gotta make that money, right? Knowing fuck well that they don't have to work and don't have to, you know what I mean? But they'll say stuff like that because it's triggering something inside of you that reminds you. This is why other people remind you of your responsibilities, right? This is why other people say, hey, you know, you got to pay this, you know, you're responsible for this, you know, you got to do that, right? This is so that way it can always be triggering. This is why words have spells in them, right? This is why other people, you know, you hear the rich people always say, you gotta hustle, gotta work, gotta get that money, gotta make that money, right? So this is a reality of it, the reminder of it, you know, to constantly
Materialism,
put you in
so
that
they can manage the
mindset.
feelings of unconscious personal terror that are a result of feeling completely helpless when in danger. As a result of the materialistic pathology towards feeling safe, when people become obsessed with materialistic validation for security, they also become increasingly narcissistic, spiritually disconnected, and lose feelings of empathy. In the more materialistic societies such as the United States, people obsessively shop, buying excessive amount of goods in order to increase their feelings of self-worth, or to distract themselves from facing unpleasant or challenging issues. Materialists tend to ignore the fact that the global consumerist economy is structured to exploit humanity and drain planetary resources for massive profit for a select few, while directly increasing the slavery, poverty, and suffering in the human race.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This is why all of them will rather sit there and talk about me, right? They're not talking about the fact that kids are coming up missing. They're not even pointing out the same thing that I'm pointing out. They're not doing what's right and what's right. They're not doing what we're doing, right? I didn't take up for Golden because I liked her, because I thought she was cute, because I was going to try to hit on her later. I took up for her because right is right and wrong is wrong. They got the wrong idea out of that shit. That's why it backfired on them. That's why when Golden came over with all of her flirt, thank you so much. If more people was like you, all of these back end messages trying to wait for me to make a pass at her. That's why it didn't work. That's why I never made a pass at her, because all they wanted to do was say I was hitting on people. He's really using his Discord to slang ding-a-ling, like all of that weird shit, right? So they put her, she came as a prompt. She came as an idea piece of bait. Magic came the same way too. That's why I curved her and sent her the money and said somebody else sent it. Because we already 20 steps ahead of them. I've been saying this from the beginning. We 50 steps ahead of them now. Now we 50 steps ahead of them, right? Because now we know that the not moderators have been moving around, becoming mods for other platforms and putting messages in there, right? You notice how Tara is now in Maggie's room saying Maggie's the greatest and the smartest. Tara, the same one who sent a message to the Knot saying that we was talking about him in the Discord. The same one that came to our Discord and started saying, you notice how all of them end right back up on Maggie's page? QQ, the same one who was sending me messages asking me to try to promote her book. The same one who was sending me messages trying to talk about her breasts and her bosoms and how easily she gets pregnant and stuff like that, and how she had twins because she's so fertile and all of that bullshit, trying to get somebody to make a pass at her, right? You get what I'm saying? They're mad because none of it worked. They're mad because I curved all of it, because I'm not here with fucked up intentions. I'm not here with messed up intentions. So they're upset about that. They're mad because it's not working. You think this girl is in the Discord, sending me messages in the Discord, telling everybody in the Discord, I sent him a message, but he's not responding to my message. Hey, can anyone ask Ralph if he's getting my messages? Because I'm sending him messages and he's not responding to my messages. There's a reason why I wasn't responding to her. Hey, you got to be smarter than that. Shit. They got to be smarter than that, man. What is they doing? Huh? Hey, what is they doing, man? Hey, y'all make sure hit listen, if y'all want to donate to the Cash App, donate to the PayPal, right? The PayPal is out there because Maggie done, boasted about how I sent her some money from the PayPal, and then she used that same PayPal to try to dock somebody's information, and I'm the one that's in the control of the PayPal. I just showed y'all earlier in this very live that the PayPal is my phone and I sent the money, and I knew that Maggie was going to try to paint it some type of way. See, but I already knew it, so I curved everything from the beginning. So now they're just making up lies. Now they're just making up lies. As you can see, the PayPal name is right there. It's the PayPal that everyone already sent money to, that she's trying to use as a name to say that this person called the cops on me 10 times, so on and so forth. And it's sad because this person is a victim, right? In real life, this person is a victim who suffered from domestic violence, right? Previous to me meeting her. It's the reason why she thinks that her son is safer with me around, right? It's the reason why she allowed her son to go with a 6'5" black guy, because she already had somebody fucking stalking her life and she felt like her son was not safe around her. So she found a 6'5" black guy to say, hey, you're a great guy and my son is safe around you. And that's the person Maggie decided to dox, right? The same person who they keep saying, whose kid is this that he has? He has a 13-year-old boy. Well, 7's 14 now, but he has a 14-year-old that's not his biologically, because I'm doing the shit in real life that you fuckers are on here pretending to be doing. I'm doing the shit in real life that y'all pretending to be doing. And you sit here and try to make it seem like she called the police on me 10 times. And nobody called the police on me. You don't see not one fucking domestic on my jacket. Looks like I'm the only one that's actually fucking caring about the kids. Y'all so stuck on worried about y'all fucking ego, worried about y'all fucking pride, worried about if somebody's giving you dick or not, or who's getting dick or not, or who's not getting dick or not. Trying to make somebody look like the fucking bad guy. You sitting there talking about gaming and shit like that, but you not saying he spend most of the time playing the game with his son. Why y'all not adding that part in there? He spent most of his time pouring into 7. Why they not speaking about that? Because they don't want to speak about the goodness of a black man, right? Oh, they want all the things of being a single mom this, single mom that, single mom this. But every fucking time they run across a single father that's doing what's right, taking care of kids that's not his and everything, they aim to fucking tear it down. And you got to ask yourself, why? Ask yourself why. I'm not monetized, right? You don't see a bunch of super chats going through here, right? All you see is us trying to push out loving, caring, unconditional love, compassionate energy. But that's what they want to go against. Let's make it make sense. I need y'all to help some stuff make sense. This woman sat over there and doxed a whole victim that don't have shit to do with content, don't have shit to do with this shit, right? But she did it, right? And Oh, she's going to justify it. Oh, y'all not going to look at her as a bad person. Oh, she's going to be rectified in everything that she's doing. This person has nothing to do with what the fuck is going on. But you looked up this person's information. So you use PayPal. You use somebody's PayPal information and looked it up. And you can't say you didn't do it. Don't say somebody else brought you that. Don't say you wasn't looking into my personal life. You specifically asked this person, do you know Stacy? Do you know a woman named Stacy? So you were digging into my personal life, Maggie. Matter of fact, you wasn't even digging into my personal life. You was digging into somebody else's personal life. Who I was actually, I'm taking care of their kid because you don't know what the fuck that person been through. You just showed that I didn't even know that person had 10 calls of domestics. I didn't even know that. Half of the time I sit around baffled of why this woman trusted me so wholeheartedly with her son. I'm sitting around baffled of why this woman, feel like her son is safe around me. I'm baffled by it. All I do is just continue to do what's right. Make sure he do good in school. Make sure that he knows some shit. Sit down and talk to him. Make sure he knows somebody looking out for him. That's all I do. But you sitting there and exposing somebody's fucking life and not even knowing nothing because somebody did you a fucking favor and sent you some money so you can sit there and drink. Make that make sense. Somebody looked out for you so you can sit there and fucking have a ability to drink Jack Daniels and talk shit. And you decided to try to dox them just so you can get views on your channel and numbers to your page. So you can try to be like, hoo. Or what else did you do it for? So you can try to mess with my energy and try to make it seem like, look, I pissed him off. Because you really didn't piss me off. We're going to go to the Discord and laugh about you and continue our day. We're going to play the game later on and continue enjoying our day. The fact that you actually thought that was worthy of content only shows that you really don't have no life at all, right? The fact that you doxed this woman's history says you're not a girl's girl. You don't give a fuck about women, right? The fact that you doxed her, phone call history or whatever, that only shows more that you're just like Donat. You're just like Jaguar. You have been groomed in the ideal image of a fuckery. And that's what you operate on. You sit there and drink and you want people to take care of you and your dog. You have no remorse of other people's life, what other people's going through. And this only proves that you never been a victim. You never been a victim. No woman that's been a victim will look at this right here and not feel it. No woman will look at somebody's record and see how many times they called the police and be like, you know what? I'm not about to put that out there. You don't even show your own fucking records of when you've been essayed. Show us the fucking proof that you've been essayed at 15 years old. Show us the fucking proof that somebody touched you at 10 years old. There's no fucking proof behind that. Besides your ugly fucking face, a laugh, and a he. Show us the proof that somebody touched you. You ain't got no fucking proof behind that. But you gonna show somebody else. You gonna show a real victim's fucking record of calling the police. Why ain't you call the police on Jag if she was going to traffic you? If you felt like you was being trafficked, where's your police phone call at? Fucking sad ass piece of shit of a person. You sitting over there trying to make it seem like you get to fucking judge somebody or make fucking content off of somebody. Sit there and put somebody else's fucking, it's not mine. You don't see none of, you would see a domestic on my fucking jacket, you dumbass. If this person called the cops on me 10 fucking times. Fucking disgusting. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. But you ain't out none of that shit about the knot. You didn't put none of this shit out there about him, right?
You are a sick individual. You know that boy is obsessed with me, and you going over there praying on him to buy. You are so sick. Girl, I can show you the paperwork. I make 2.5 times the amount of money now that I got rid of you out of my life. And when I get rid of him from the inside out, I feel like I'm going to go up to about $20,000 a month. Don't nobody play with my soul or try to trap me. You are a nasty, cruel ass bitch. Death don't do you justice, ho. You already dead on the inside. You stupid. You are literally delusional to sit there and pay this boy to talk to him behind the scene, to cry and act like you made a friend. Ain't no fucking friends. He using you for money, and you don't care about it. The only thing you care about is trying to get a reaction out of me. Well, guess what? Your money ain't shit compared to my money and what I'm making right now and what you was giving me. You can't penny bitch me. You are a nasty, disgusting person who came across some money. That's all you will ever be. You're pulling strings behind the scenes, and I'm going to show you I play that game better than you.
Now, let's be honest about this. Let's be honest about this. Y'all playing games, not me. Everything that we do out in the open. And maybe y'all mad about how open our operation is, right? Maybe y'all mad that we actually have conversations in our Discord with honesty and openness, right? Maybe y'all mad because we don't hide shit from each other, right? Maybe y'all mad because I honor my moderators, right? Maybe y'all mad because the collective that we building actually protect each other, care about each other's well-beings, and do stuff out the goodness of our heart. Maybe it's easier for y'all to think, oh yeah, Ralph's going to get a RICO act. All them women's going to get him a RICO act. No, they're not, because they're not doing what y'all think they're doing or whatever y'all portraying it out to be. Y'all are just trying to put negative on a good thing. That's why. No matter how much y'all talk about it, when it comes down to it, the shit that y'all making up is not going on. Oh, he's going to get a RICO act. For what? Y'all just trying to put a RICO act on somebody because y'all know y'all really involved with some shit that might get a RICO act. If y'all got anything to do with that money that's been moving around, right? If y'all got anything to do with that nonprofit organization, and 70% of it ain't going back into the nonprofit organization, right? If y'all got anything to do with this cyberbullying and stalking that's going on online, then yeah, y'all got shit to worry about, right? We don't have nothing to worry about. We good. We good. Because whatever story y'all making up ain't happening. That's why I told y'all from the beginning. No one really knows who the sister wives are. I don't even know who the sister wives are. That's why we've been in the Discord laughing at y'all every time y'all come in there to try to find out which one is a sister wives, who represents the sister wives. Powwow came over there, became a brother husband just to try to pretend. Golden tried to pretend like she was interested in the concept of the sister wives. All of y'all keep doing the same thing, and I'm just trying to figure out how. It's funny. we have a good time. We laughing and joking about it. You know what I mean? We making socks, blankets. It's funny. You guys are all bent out of shape about it. But nobody said nothing about Maggie's fake marriage to Murph. Everybody just looked past that like, we knew it was a joke. No, you didn't. She went around with that fake engagement for so long. Y'all did not know that shit was no joke. Stop playing. Y'all pretending like y'all knew that shit was a joke. I ain't know that shit was no joke. Y'all was over there really thinking, hey, and look, if anybody want to subscribe, go over to Energy of Atlas on TikTok. I forgot we got so much going on today. Go over to Energy of Atlas on TikTok and subscribe over there on the TikTok if you would like to give a subscription. Also, don't forget to hit this. We're trying to get this in 3 days. In 3 days, I'm trying to have a vehicle or at least go car shopping by this weekend. So hopefully we can get this, fingers crossed. I'm really just going to speak it into existence and say everything's going to take care of itself. And plus, this is going to be like, this is laughter and slap in the face because they're freezing right now. They're not going to say nothing about this GoFundMe unless it flops, right? If the GoFundMe flops, then they're going to be like, and look at him over there trying to get money so he can get a car, trying to use them and da-da-da-da-da, right? So if it flops, they're going to talk shit about it, right? If it make it, they're going to be like, and I can't even get money for my acting class. I had to drop out of acting class because I couldn't get money. But this motherfucker could sit over there and get money for... Magic gonna be like, and I had to wait 3 weeks to pay for my dog's vet bill, and he sat over there, and in 3 days he got the money that he needed. This is bullshit. This is why they don't like me, is because my abilities to be open, my abilities to be honest, my abilities to be truthful. And the money goes to what the fuck it's saying it's going to. It's not like I'm making y'all get me $800 for a StreamYard that I already got. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm making y'all pay $2,500 for an acting class I'm about to drop out of and go to Brazil. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to think about it for a second. You know, it's not like I'm sitting there taking super chats and cash and PayPals and drinking Jack Daniels all day. You know what I mean? It's not like you just see me sitting here with a dog licking me in the mouth. You actually hear my son in the background. You hear me interacting with Seven every day. You heard me spend his birthday with him and everything. These people don't even spend time with their kids. You ain't never, they trying to dox other people's kids. When you ain't never seen him around his 2-year-old. If he really got one, I think it's fake. I think he pulling a jack. He just mentioning kids for the sympathy vote. I got a son. I raised my son military style. You ain't even been in the military. How the fuck is you raising somebody military style when you ain't been in the military? Can't even show me a fucking military sock roll. Ask him. That's what I want to know. If he can do that, show me how a military person fold their clothes. He probably listening right now. He gonna Google that shit. He gonna Google that shit right now and act like he knew how to do it from the beginning. He gonna Google a military fold and then try to act like he been folding his clothes like that this whole time. They fake. They are fucking shapeshifters. All of them are fucking shapeshifters. You know? Somebody can't save you 1 minute and then the next minute you sacrifice them. Make that shit make sense. Who the fuck go around, see a hero, and get saved by that hero and then try to take the hero out. Who does that? Make that shit make sense. Oh, thank you for standing up against Mike for me. Now I got this knife. Get the fuck, sit your silly ass down with that dumbass shit. We seen you coming. Huh? We already think you coming. After Selma snapped on us, we was like, hey, hold up. We got to be careful with helping these people coming from Jaguar area, man. We got to be careful. They all on some backbiting shit. It's weird. They all on some weird shit. So we been cautious. One's in the chat. Have we not been cautious already? One's in the chat. Let me see how many. Have we not been on our P's and Q's already? Have we not been telling each other, hold on, hold up, watch this one. This one's acting funny. They coming different. Have we not? We called it. Thank you. We called that shit. They making it seem like they surprised us with something. Uno reverse. Hey, they try to come over here and only like us when we was being nice to Maggie and shit. Remember? They try to all come over here like, oh, Ralph, we like you. Oh, you and Maggie make a great couple. Oh, you and Maggie on a panel together. Oh, it was so nice. You added so much to her panel. Oh my goodness. I would like to see you and Maggie every day talk. Go talk to Maggie. Go help her make money. Use your fuck you. You is not. I'm not about to sit over there and use my gift of gab, my intellectual properties, my ability to sit here and talk about anything for no motherfucking Maggie, for her pockets, so she can sit there and take care of that dog licking her in the mouth. You crazy as hell. We're going to put together our own funding. Y'all hit the Cash App one time. I mean, the GoFundMe. I know some of y'all want to donate. Come on. Somebody out there want to donate. It's somebody right now that want to donate. We're going to do a meet and greet near you. Whoever donate the most money, we're going to do a meet and greet. We'll do some giveaways, some clothes giveaways. Yeah, you could put anonymous. You can put anonymous so nobody can see it. Yeah. Meet and greet that. Yeah, you get it? That's what the meet is. The meet and greet. Whatever y'all want to think. Whatever y'all want to think. Yeah, we're going to get an Airbnb. Yeah, we're going to get an Airbnb. It's going to be an all you can eat. I'm the only meat in the house. Y'all got such carnal minds, man. It's so sad how carnal this world has become. Like, I understand. I know that people have like sexual urges. Like, we know that the body comes with like sensations, whatever the case may be. Like, we know that, but like, y'all really got like just like everything has to revolve around some weird lust shit. And that's the craziest thing. Like, people can't just hang out. I remember back in the day, like people really just hung out. Like when people said they fell asleep on a bed, nobody thought that it was just sex happening on a bed. People really just fell asleep. I remember just falling asleep at people's houses. Nobody thought I was fucking nobody or nothing like that. They just know I fell asleep. Like, why is everything revolved around so much carnal? And then y'all try to make it seem like y'all not carnal. Huh? I remember hanging out with homegirls and shit like that, and nothing happened. I remember like just hanging out with girls and shit like that, and nothing happened. Like literally, motherfuckers went to sleep and really went to sleep. You tell that story to somebody, they like, uh-huh. So you didn't move, she didn't touch you, and you didn't nothing, and motherfucker, what? I've been slanging for a long time. Yeah, you're right. I've been stroking. I stroke it to the east. I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the one that I love the best. I be stroking. That's what I do. I be stroking. One for me and you. I don't think it matters. Hey, y'all hit the GoFundMe one time. Please hit the GoFundMe one time. I'm trying to get this car expeditiously. I ain't too proud to beg. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm gonna break it down and beg like James. Please. Please. All right. So you got to be cautious of these different layers of what they're doing, right? They're under different variations. They can't let this level of unity take place. It goes against their, their tactics. It goes against the strategy. Divide and conquer. So if this is a spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, it's division will have to come in the mind, right? First, they will have to isolate your mind, and then they'll try to drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look what we did to you. Ooh, look. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love is love. Love is love. That's why they keep coming like that, to try to mock it. Like, yeah, you thought you could, yeah, how you think, what you think about that love right now? What you think about love right now? You still love us? You still love us after all of this? Watch what we put you through. Love is love. Love is love. Remember? So that's their way of mocking it. Right? Is to sit there and mock it. That's why I laugh at them, because whether they're mocking it or not, they're still putting the vibrational frequency in the air. And that's what I aim to do, is change the vibrational frequency through repetitive acts of it. So they think they sitting there. That's why I said we will rub off on them before they rub off on us, surely.
Many awakened starseeds and indigos are not inherently manipulators, deceivers, or power mongers, as they have come from more advanced civilizations.
Okay, Penny. I
As a
don't know if
result,
it'll
our
be
group
up in a
tends to be
week,
even more
because I'm trying
naive
to
to the
get this
hidden
done in 3
motivations,
days, but it's the
deceit, and
thought that
complex
counts.
psycho-emotional
I
manipulation
appreciate you
tactics that are
thinking
used
about
on
it.
the earth to
Okay.
maintain power.
All right. I appreciate you thinking about it, but I'm not. I don't think you can string me out for like a week or 10 days. Like I'm asking people for what they can do right now. You know what I mean? If it's going to take a week or 10 days for me to get $5 or $10 out of you, like, thank you, appreciate it, appreciate the thought, right? That's lovely. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to take care of this in a couple of days. So I appreciate it though. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm trying to take care of this in a couple of days. So I'm not waiting 10 days. Tomorrow's not promised to us. Are you serious? Tomorrow's not promised. You trying to make me hold off to a future that I can't even, what? Damn, do you know what type of thing that do to somebody life order when you tell them to wait 10 days for something? Like, yo, you trying to really, that's why I keep on saying we don't do a better job of protecting people's life water. We don't do a better job of doing that. You know what I mean? Like we literally like sit there and say, like, come on, I'm supposed to, oh well, if I just wait it out 10 days, Penny's gonna come through. And then in 10 days, you still leave me struggling, because who knows what's going to come up in your life. A payment might come up, a tire might go flat, right? A lot can happen in 10 days. So that's kind of crazy that you try to just disturb my life water like that. And maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know that you were doing it. You know what I mean? Maybe you didn't know, right? Right. I understand if you don't get paid to then it would be best if you just didn't just say anything, right? It's a lot of people in here that's not donating, but you don't see them offering up any type of, excuse, or, some type of, Wait till Christmas time, I got you. Like they just not saying anything. You know what I mean? It's weird to announce it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's weird to announce it. Like if you're announcing it because you want recognition, or in other people's eyes, not you, Penny, particularly. And I apologize if it came off like that. But I'm saying in other people's eyes, it would look like you're wanting the recognition for it. And also, it would be also dragging it out for 10 days. It's to say, like, I'm not going to accomplish my goal within a better amount of time. Like, come on, wish better on me. You know what I mean? Wish better on me. You know it's going to be taken care of a lot faster than that. You know it ain't about to take no damn 10 days. You know that. You know it'll be taken care of before 10 days. You see how fast it's growing. It already almost at 400 in one day. You know damn well that's going to be taken care of in 10 days. That's why you said it. Because you know in 10 days you ain't going to have to worry about it. Hey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's only been like 12 hours and it's already at 400. So you think if we do this for 5 more days, I'm pretty sure we can come up with the amount of money in 5 more days. So in 10 days, it's not going to be needed. But I appreciate the thought though. And that's why, it's if you're thinking about it, just be like, when I can, I got you, or something like that. But if you say 10 days, like, dang, you just put the time in my mind. Time is fear. Fear is this. Like, now you try to implant me thinking about not getting it in 10 days. Like, damn. You think about me still doing the Cash App in 10 days. Damn. Damn, it's so long. 10 days is so long. Oh my goodness. Is that another month? Oh my God. Shit. 10 days. Good God.
Consequently,
that?
in order to perceive the harmful
Oh, I can
motivations
hear it
behind the
again. 10
extensively
days.
pre-planned line
That's
of attack and
forever,
schemes that are
Mom.
used by those who are predatorial in nature, we must study divide and conquer strategies. On planet Earth, we have humans and non-humans that are predatorial by nature and seek to completely dominate, enslave, and even kill other people they believe to be
That's
weaker
what I
than
heard.
themselves.
So,
Many of these predatorial people are
that's what I
power
heard.
mongers that
I
may
heard
call
next
themselves
year.
leaders,
Damn.
but they are
10
really the
days
polar opposite.
next year. What'd you say?
The
Christmas?
definition of a leader is to be of service to the collective group, to something larger than self-interest. Power mongers use extensive manipulation and psychological warfare strategies to get what they want from others. They use coercion and intimidation as basic tools to siphon energy and resources.
Hey, them
To more
trolls
fully
be
understand the
trolling, man.
manipulation
That's why I say
tactics
the
and
internet
strategies of those
defeated.
predator minds who have taken over the power structures on the Earth, it is important to identify and recognize their warfare strategies, as they are being carried out in the environment as crimes against humanity. Can we identify the markers that define crimes against humanity that are hidden within complex media manipulations and diversion tactics of divide and conquer strategies? Are we willing to seek the truth and recognize that there are anti-human agendas that are methodically planned out to intentionally harm and destroy the human race and the Earth? What would be the motivations behind power mongers, both human and non-human, that have made the choice to sell out humanity? To acquire earthly power and wealth for blood ransom, which feeds their alien handlers? Warfare strategy for takeover. In order to stop unconsciously commiserating with divide and conquer tactics used by corrupt power structures rewarding predatorial people that do not care about the harm they inflict on others, we have to see them in action and understand their larger objectives. Predators, controllers, and tyrants employ the archontic deception strategy's most important psycho-emotional warfare manipulation tactic used for the purpose of annihilating their competition and perceived enemies, which is divide and conquer.
Now, of course, a lot of y'all might be like, this is that and third, but if you look at exactly what's happening, exactly what's taking place, right? You can see exactly what's going on. You can see exactly what's going on. Yo, this is the same person. Yo, look, this is the same person, right? That was in the Knots panel, like back in December, that was putting the same thing. Remember when I thought that person that was in the Discord that said they was from Missouri and they said they only available on Saturdays? I forget who came over to the Discord that day and said they was from Missouri, and I was like, "You mean is that the same person that said that they was available on Sundays?" Hey, they is using the internet. Hey, just pull up anytime. Get that. Here's the address. Pull up anytime. I'm trying to get that. Oh man. Oh man. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. The internet is undefeated. You can't tell me the internet is not winning. The internet is winning. You hear me? Hey, these motherfuckers got lust on their mind. Please sling the dick my way. Yeah, that's why I say they putting more attention on me than anything. They, you know what I mean? People out here trying to look for a dick slinger. They they out here siphoning for point me in the direction of ding-a-ling. You say he ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling in the Discord? Okay, we're going to his Discord. Everybody trying to act modest like they not searching for. Everybody trying to act like they not searching for dick as they search for dick. You're not searching for dick. Where's the dick at? Hey, on the front end, they like, we're not looking for it. On the back end, they like, was you serious about slinging dick in the
Thus, divide and conquer strategy, also called divide and rule, works through inciting division and separation, intentionally provoking conflicts between the collective interests of the people, so the warmongering strategists can maintain their power and increase their agendas by assuming rulership over all of the infighting groups and their resources. Historically, this strategy was used in many different ways by empires that were seeking to expand their territories and natural resources. Divide and conquer is the primary psychological warfare motivation used by the NAA to mind control humanity, to incite division and violent conflicts amongst the people of Earth, so they wage perpetual wars to kill, sacrifice and traumatize their own species. A planet and global population that is divided in war against itself is weak and easily conquered. It can be effortlessly ruled and enslaved from the outside or through covert means.
All right, never mind. We can't go too far into that part. That gets into some other stuff. Hey, these people is funny. Funny. So this is what you're going to have to duck out, you know. This is how people take ownership of others. This is how they manipulate you and take ownership of you. This is when they find out certain things about you and then try to manipulate your life. And next thing you know, they're telling your story while they left you with some fucked up ass story. Watch, listen to this.
Additionally, the characteristic feature of gaslighting is the same as the controller archetypes. It is the internal belief system of having ownership over another human being, or groups of human beings, and therefore the right to overrule the other person's perception of reality, for whatever the reasons. The controller has no concern for personal freedom, sovereignty, the right to personal expression and the right to coexistence that intrinsically belongs to all people. When controller types do not get the reaction they want through intimidation and emotional extortion, they may graduate to sophisticated levels of gaslighting which may even appear to be coherent, but it is actually designed to weaken, attack and hurt their victim. This takes forms of hitting below the belt and manipulating emotional buttons, which are forms of emotional blackmail to get what they want. Examples of ownership reveal themselves in every kind of relationship dynamic. A mother who says the fact that she gave birth to her adult son gives her the right to tell him and gossip to others what a thoughtless jerk he is to her, whether it's true or not. A husband says that now that he has married his wife, she exists to service his needs and make him happy. A boyfriend that paid for something his girlfriend needed now says she owes him this favor of doing something she does not want to do, because of what he has given her to pay her bills. A guy on a first date with a girl tells her after dinner because he's paid for it, she's obligated to have sex with him. A employer tells his employee that he gave her the job, and if she wants to keep it, she better bring him coffee at 9 a.m. every day.
And a Donat tells you that if you want to keep your platform, you better kiss his ass. A Maggie tells you that if you don't want no problems with her, you better do what she wants and tells you. They all doing the same thing. If you don't do what it is that they want, this is the outcome. They're going to attack you in some sort of way because they want you. They want to force this operation. They don't want to teach. They don't want to learn how to love you. They're not looking for common ground. They're not looking to get along with you. They're looking for a reason. Give me a reason to take this shit out on you. Give me a reason to fuck you over. Give me a reason to tear you down. Give me a reason. That's why I keep telling people, you don't need a reason. Just do the shit. They don't want to just do it because then they don't want to deal with the karma or the energy that comes with them just doing it without the justification behind it. So they try to build up a reason not to like you, build up a reason to hate you. From the beginning, they were going to hate you, but they want a reason, a justification. I can tear your page down because I helped you build it. I can dox this information because it's the information you use to send me the money. If you didn't want me to look up this lady's info, you shouldn't have sent me the money from her PayPal, right? This is the bullshit, the justification behind their actions. If you didn't want nobody to know who it was, you shouldn't have had her PayPal information out there, blah, 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 right? This is how they're going to escape karmic, cosmic karma, right? By the justification behind their fuckery, their actions, right? But they're really mad because they can't control me, right? They're trying to figure it out. I don't understand. 1 minute he was against Jag, and now he's with Jag. Where you see me with Jag at? You see the fucked up shit that they plant in their own head? Because Odell came over here and had a conversation and we decided to be like men and sit amongst peace instead of fighting and warring with each other. Why the fuck the only way you gonna accept me if I'm raging or if I'm warring? Oh, a man can't be at peace. Oh, a man can't show compassion. Oh, a man can't be loving. Oh, a man can't raise a kid. Oh, that's all the things that y'all mad about. Y'all only want me to be at war. We don't want war over here. Y'all do. Y'all want war. Y'all can have it, but y'all ain't gonna have it with us. Go have it with each other. Go have it with each other. If you feel like I did Golden wrong, then go over to Golden and support Golden. Go tell her how I did that and go, love on her. Go show her some love, please. If I did Golden wrong, please show her love because I didn't mean to do nobody wrong. And I don't want to go back over there because I don't want to be, you know what I mean? That's like a victim popping back up. You know what I'm saying? So please go show Golden love. Please go show her love for me. Okay? Go love on her for me. Okay? All right. Yes, you right, Salma. You right. And you wish you had a 6'5" black guy with a 13 size sneaker and 215 pounds, well built. You know what I'm saying? Not funny body built. You wish you had somebody like me in your life with messed up teeth and all. Right? You ain't got that in your life. And that's not my fault. That's not my fault, Selma. Okay? I know you want me to. Here, look, let me show you so you can see what you're missing that night. Let me show you. There you go. Right? You wish you had somebody like that to hold you. Hold me. Hold me close. Right? Hold me. Hold me close. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Huh? Fuck out of here. Y'all think somebody's supposed to feel a certain type of way because y'all feel a certain type of way. Y'all could keep that energy. I ain't rocking with it.
In all of these examples, the prevailing personality defect in the controller group is the belief system that you have the right to assume or take ownership over other people, and that you can deny their right to have their own experiences, feelings, and perceptions of reality. When you deny people the freedom to express themselves authentically, you are denying them the right to be authentic, honest, and act as real people. In the gaslighting setup, the victim cannot be who they really are, without being severely punished by the controller/manipulator, who is threatened when the person is being truthful, honest, or has the desire to improve or explore themselves. This is the setup on the earth for socially engineering. Mass duplicity. We live in a society filled with gaslighting tactics that are used to strip every person of their true or authentic sense of identity, by taking away their personal freedom to be as they are. Instead, people are handed a long list of socially acceptable conditions filled with duplicity and deception, that they have to comply with, in order to be considered successful or happy people. This list is self-enforced by the people we know that believe in and support that program.
One's in the chat. One's in the chat. If that's not explaining a lot to you. Huh? One's in the chat. That's giving you info, ain't you? Salma, would you like to come up? You have a very good voice, and I think the people would love to hear you curse me out. Would you like to come up and curse me out? Because it's better when you come up and say it. Man, your voice is lovely. I like it. I'll let you come up and yell at me all day. I kind of like you yelling at me. Hey, Salma, do you want to be a sister wife? Are you sure? I know your religion allows it. So are you available to be a sister wife? I think I need somebody like you on my ass every now and again, just yelling at me and shit. Can we talk? Let me talk to you. Let me
In the Western world, we are told a popular lifestyle narrative from our families, educational centers, and social structures that in order to be a happy and successful person, we must follow a specific 3D program. If we do not follow that program given to us as the narrative of control, this threatens the people reinforcing that program.
Why did the chat go off? Hold on. Hold on, let me check my TikTok real quick. I need to check what these numbers are on TikTok. All right, 18K. 18K likes on TikTok. Okay. Oh, Salma said did she say she wanted to come up? Oh, she don't want to come up. Okay. Salma, would you like to come up? You can curse, you can swear, you can do all of that, Salma. You're entitled to do all of that.
Program. If we determine our happiness is to listen to our own inner guidance, and we act upon it, people in the program will tell you that you cannot possibly be successful and happy. Instead, they may project upon you to be a social reject, or use terms that are used to degrade your self-esteem to make you doubt your decisions.
You're right.
The most important piece to pay attention to with gaslighting is to get clarity of your own feelings, experiences, and perceptions, and to never give power to any other person to interpret your experience or degrade what is meaningful to your heart. Gaslighters will tell you how to feel and when to feel, and that your heart-based feelings and direct experiences do not matter. Never listen to these damaged people, and take warning from any person that seeks to control what you feel or do not feel, as determined by your own circumstances.
You say what, Ralph? You can't do what you just did. Abs. Expect someone to have any composure. I'm just trying to figure out, like, Selma is an agent or something, because this person is only mad at me because I didn't do what they wanted. This person was praising me and everything as long as I was doing what they wanted. If I was outing Maggie and everything, they were like, oh, yeah, out her, put this out there, do this. As soon as I disagreed and I was like, well, I don't think that, this information should be out, they were like, well, you said this and you said that. And like, what? But here we are. All right, which one? Black magic or sorcery? Black magic or sorcery? Black magic or sorcery when it comes to manipulation of the consciousness, right? Black magic or sorcery when it comes to manipulating the consciousness. Which one do you want to learn about?
The manipulation of consciousness technology and the world of forces for service to self and negative ego purposes without regard to the consent or consequence of others. There are many different levels of the propagation of black magic. The practice of black magic is the definition of a black magician or sorcerer.
Black magic? Somebody said both. Okay, we'll go into both. All right, let's go into black magic. Now, remember, part of black magic when it comes to the elite, it comes with money magic. Money magic is a part of black magic. All right. So black magic is a part of the currency. This goes back to a time of Sumeria. In the time of Sumeria, they had an understanding of black magic, but it was the operation of the Holy See, the fear of the Holy See, how to operate one's life water. We too go through that operation. That's why we're considered a corporation according to the understanding of the United Nations, right? When you come into this world, you are birthed into this world. What takes place during a birth? The water breaks, right? You have to go to a doctor, right? The doctor gives you a certificate, right? So all of this stuff is under admiralty laws, marine laws, operation of the sea, right? And these marine laws, maritime laws, you can look them up. Maritime laws, you can look up maritime laws, so on and so forth. And yes, maritime law. You could look up maritime law, right? And you will see that maritime law, when you look it up, right, it references the book of Revelations. It references the book of Revelations. It's also known as admiralty laws, right? Maritime laws, aka admiralty laws, it goes back to the Sumerian tablets. It goes back to the book of Revelations, Revelation 17, 1 through 7. If anybody wants to go read Revelation 17, 1 through 7, it is going to tell you about the Sumerians, or what is called Mystery Babylon. When you go into Mystery Babylon, you start learning about the Babylon gods and so on and so forth. It takes you to Sumerian gods. Sumerian gods take you to the operation of Poseidon, or the operation of the sea, right? Fear of the holy sea, right? This takes you into the Baphomet, so on and so forth. You can look this up yourself. Admiralty laws, right? So you got to be careful with certain variations of this information, especially when it comes to black magic. Black magic goes into the operation of blood sacrificing, so on and so forth. Luciferian, satanic, alien implants, which is different variations of trains of thoughts, right? So you got to be careful with how these things come out, like the operation of it, how it's working, the manipulation of it. You're manipulating the energy and manipulating, the mind and so on and so forth. There's different variations of things that are going to play.
Satanism is based on the manipulation of energy and consciousness through mind control, deception, and is many times ritual-based SRA. These deeply sick rituals, such as blood sacrifice in war and killing, create an energy field, a vibrational frequency, which connects the consciousness of the participants to the NAA group, i.e. reptilians, and other consciousness energies in the lower fourth dimension. The archons on the Saturn base transmit AI that contain satanic belief systems to propagate these distortions on the Earth. This dimensional field, also known as the lower astral to many people, which resonates to the frequency of low vibrational emotions like fear, guilt, shame, hatred, and so on. When a SRA ritual focuses these emotions, as Satanism does, a powerful connection is made with the lower fourth dimension, the NAA, fallen angelics, or reptilians. These are some of the demons which these rituals have been designed to summon and feed since the NAA invasion occurred. Child sacrifice.
Now, you're right. This is those levels of things. And you might ask, why are they doing this? Why are they putting this stuff on the web? Why are they broadcasting this stuff? It's to tamper with things inside of you. It's to make you be, to feed this energy into your heart chakra, which is your fourth dimension, right? So when it says it feeds the reptilians in the fourth dimension, it's telling you that it's feeding a certain energy into your body, into your vessel. This energy, it comes with the trauma. People always ask, like, why? Why would they do that? Why would they bring somebody along and make them watch? Because they want that person to remember that energy, remember what that fear that came with that whole fear, Oh, why would she bring somebody along and make them watch something go on like that? Because it's trauma bonding. You got to grow up your whole life knowing you're connected to that. Why would they have videos of this type of stuff? It's because they want you to be reminded of that, right? Sometimes they'll have to sit. I think you forgot I think you might have forgot. A lot of years have passed. I think you might have forgot. Come on in here and sit down. And then they'll show you the video of what you were doing. Boom. It attaches it back to that energy. And then for the people that's on the internet, for us, what they're doing is they're manipulating our energy because they're giving out these stories. They're giving out these stories, and then it's manipulating our energy. For the people who dare question it, they try to do all of this weird stuff where they attack you and make it seem like you're this and you're that. And they'll try different levels of this attack. You're just watching through what they're trying to put me through, a physical example of these parasitic energies attacking, right? There's no other reason to attack me. My number, they keep on making it seem like I'm a nobody. Yet, why are all of them worried about a nobody? We're talking about people that got 500 subscribers, such as Sherelle World and them, right? We're talking about we're talking about Matt, we're talking about different people who seem so heavily invested on tearing down my character or making it look like something that we got to make it so he can't get monetized. We got to make it so he can't get out there. We got to make it. And it's the same people circulating around. Notice we haven't blocked any of them, right? They keep sending the same people around, right? The more knowledge I put out there, the more irritating they get. You know what I mean? It's like the God in me disturbs the demons in them. You know? It's like the God in me disturbs the demons in them. They don't like that. They don't like that shit at all. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Sometimes I just don't know how to explain it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I don't know how to explain it. You have, excuse me. You have to see it. You have to see it in real time. You have to really look and be like, damn, he's not playing, because it ain't no other reason. They keep on trying to attack, the moral compass. They keep on trying to say, and he came over here with this, and he came over here with that. And now it seems like he's willing to give Jaguar another chance. It seems like he's willing to side with Jaguar. What? What? You know what I mean? So yeah. So that part. I just don't I don't get it, I don't get it. I be trying to, give that level of understanding, because I think understanding should be given to all of us, you know what I mean? So I be trying to, like, how you say, like, I be trying to, like, give. I'm sorry. I've been trying to, like, give people that benefit of the doubt when it comes to different variations of understanding. Like, so I just be like, forgiveness is for everybody. Like, who am I not to forgive? When it comes to Jaguar Wright, like, oh, he was so hell bent on taking Jaguar Wright down, so on and so forth. What? I'm hell bent on right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm hell bent on holding people accountable. If Jaguar is willing to hold herself accountable, if Jaguar is willing to change, her negative antics of pushing negative out there, who are we not to give her a chance to be positive? Who are we not to give her a chance to do right by, whatever it is that she's doing, right? Who are we not to? We all ask for chances. We all seek, for chances. Why we can't understand that and, respect the fact that, it's for everybody. So to sit there and make it seem like, oh, he's willing to give Jaguar a chance. Oh, he's willing to be at peace. That's what the fuck. That's I thought peace is what we all wanted. Peace. We not aiming for peace. What we doing out here? We might have signed up for the wrong shit. Is there not peace? Peace? I thought we was trying to find peace. I thought we always trying to find peace. What we doing out here? We might have signed up for the wrong shit. This ain't about peace. They not about peace. What type of time they on? What type of time they on? What happened? What type of? Because they on a different type of time. They can't be on the time.
The manipulation of consciousness technology and the world of forces for service to self and negative ego purposes without regard to the consent or consequence of others. There are many different levels of the propagation of black magic. The practice of black magic is the definition of a black magician or sorcerer. Some ways to define black magic. Practicing rituals based in service to self, crafts and methods for personal gain and profit at the expense of others. Sending curses, hexes and negative energy patterns to people with intent to harm, such as making them sick, ill or wishing them dead. Using deceptions, schemes and manipulation with intent to harm another. Practicing blood sacrifice or the killing of a living thing dedicated to ritual or cleansing. Practicing black arts for conjuring elementals and demons to work for the practitioner.
Pages.
Acquiring knowledge without tempering higher consciousness that results in succubus activities or the stealing of others' life force for use in selfish gain. The use of alien implants, inserts, or etheric weapons to assault and harass another. Black magic used in sexual acts to conjure forces and bind the soul of the person through rape or forced sodomy. Any sexual act involving lack of consent between parties and or a child. Any actions or behavior of which the Luciferian or satanic force is called upon, conjured or embodied. Any of these above may qualify a person practicing black magic to be called a black magician. Black magicians exist in the human realm and in every dimension. Many Christ lightworkers deal with astral plane black magicians, human and non-human, who consistently throw etheric weapons and curses and implants with intent to harm, from the astral or during the sleep state. This is why learning about how to communicate with Crystal Star and holding meditation, prayers, and spiritual housekeeping is critical at this time of ascension.
And this is why I keep on telling people, like, the sister wives, this is a place for your mental. This is a place to keep your mental safe, right? To keep you out of those spaces where people are getting manipulative, right? That's what I keep on saying. I keep on repeating that. No matter how much they want to put like an idea or an image of lust on it, we know that it's about the mind. We know that things are attacking our mind right now. We know that when it says about black magic using alien implants, it's talking about what could already be inside of you, right? Reptilian DNA, right? You already could have the mind or the instance of that, right? Survival of the fittest, right? Excuse me, somebody put you in survival mode. This is an implant. Somebody remind you that you better worry about yourself, take care of yourself. That's an implant. Somebody remind you, not to help somebody else. That's an implant. They say stuff like, are you effing that person? Then why are you worried about them? That's an implant. All of these things are implants to keep us from caring about one another. So when people use these tactics, my alarms go off. When people sit there and play in your face and then they say stuff like, are you mad, Ralph? My alarms go off. Why are you sitting there trying to find out what makes me mad? Why are you sitting there trying to figure out what makes me tick? It doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? None of these things make sense. But we sit there and we try to make it make sense. We sit there and we try to, I'm gonna make this make sense. How? If it was gonna make sense, it would have made sense. You can't force something to make sense. You can't force it to make sense if it don't make sense. Now, the problem, with all of this is people have the tendency to look past certain variations of this, right? But these are self-serving, beings. They consume what is for the materialistic gain. They operate in ego. So this is their mindset. You got to watch them. This is their mindset. That's why I say knowledge is power, because this is their mindset. So when you dealing with these people, this the mindset they're going to come with right here to serve their self.
The conceit of egotism describes a person who acts to gain value for self-serving motivation and taking in an excessive amount of resources than that which he or she gives back to others. Usually these are actions of taking in others' energy, time, and resources, and is accompanied with very low ethical standards and displaying low moral character traits. This is also called consumptive modeling or energetic vampirism. Egotism may be fulfilled by exploiting the sympathy, trauma, emotion, or ignorance of others, as well as utilizing coercive force, deception, manipulation, mind control, and fraud. The egotist has an overwhelming sense of the centrality of the me operating in their personal qualities and personal identity. This is a person who cannot be trusted, as they will always manipulate the circumstances to service to self as their primary or only concern. Without developing self-awareness and ego discipline, the untamed negative ego is exploited by mind control and further develops itself into serious spiritual pathologies which lead to narcissism and psychopathy. Orion's predator mind. Imposter spirit is the Luciferian or satanic spirit which promotes false light authority and anti-life architecture through deception, lies of omission, manipulation with malice to promote intentional harm, death, or destruction to serve its selfish personal agenda. These anti-life belief systems are the basis which forms the negative ego and was manifested out of the predator mind of the Orion group. They have no feeling body and thus have no empathy.
Now, tell me that's not magic. Listen to this. Now, you have the narcissist, right? The narcissist is the person who you see what the narcissist does, right? But I want you to listen to this list, right? Listen to this list, this checklist, right? And then if you listening to it, mentally take note of how much applies to these characters online. Okay? All right. One's in the chat if you understand what I just now said. One's in the chat if you understand what I just now said. When you listen to this, I want to see you, apply this to the characters. Every time you hear one of the characters that it applied to, I want you to drop like either an owl emoji, a heart emoji. Matter of fact, because I'm trying to make it easier for you to drop these characters. I was going to say drop their names, but then it might take a long time for you to put their names in due to the fact that they might apply to a multitude of these antics, right? But as you hear these, I want you to put the letter, right? Put the letter of the characters that it applied to, whether it be Sherelle and Perry, put S and P. If it's the not, put DD. If it's Maggie, put M something, whatever character you think it applied to, put their letters. Okay, as you listen to this.
Psychopathy checklist, factors, facets, and items. Facet 1, interpersonal. Glibness / superficial charm. Grandiose sense of self-worth. Pathological lying. Cunning/manipulative. Facet 2, affective. Lack of remorse or guilt. Emotionally shallow. Callous/lack of empathy. Failure to accept responsibility for own actions. Facet 3, lifestyle.
Don't forget J for Jag.
Need for stimulation/proneness to boredom.
J for Jag, I see it.
Parasitic lifestyle. Lack of realistic, long-term goals. Impulsivity. Irresponsibility. Facet 4, antisocial. Poor behavioral controls. Early behavioral problems. Juvenile delinquency. Revocation of conditional release. Criminal versatility. Many short-term marital relationships. Promiscuous sexual behavior. A clinical profile of psychopathic behaviors. In his book The Mask of Sanity, Hervey Cleckley described 16 common qualities he thought were characteristic of the individuals he termed psychopaths. Superficial charm and good intelligence. Mental rigidity or thought addiction to rational thinking. Absence of nervousness or psychoneurotic manifestations. Unreliability. Untruthfulness and insincerity. Lack of remorse and shame. Inadequately motivated antisocial behavior. Poor judgment and failure to learn by experience. Pathologic egocentricity and incapacity for love. General poverty in major affective reactions, low responses to outward emotions or feelings. Specific loss of insight. Unresponsiveness in general interpersonal relations. Fantastic and uninviting behavior with drink and sometimes without. Suicide threats, sometimes used as control over others and rarely carried out. Sex life impersonal, trivial, and poorly integrated. Failure to follow any life plan. 1.
Now, listening to all of those different traits, you can see exactly who you're dealing with, right? On a multitude scale. Some of them, it might not be as much, right? You might not see as much, you're not looking at as much, you know? And these are some of the tactics that they will use, right? They use intimidation tactics. They use emotional abuse. They use threats. They use these are some of the things that they use. Male privilege. Then it's like denial, blame. Listen to these things and tell me we are not dealing with these personas. That's why they're so mad at me. It's like a spiritual SAT test. Exactly. That's why they mad at me, because I'm giving y'all the truth. I'm letting y'all decide. Think for yourself now. Think for yourself. Watch these people operation. Watch how they work. Look at how they manipulate. Tell me this is not them. Listen to this and then do the same thing. Put the letter of which ones they apply to. If they apply to all, just put all. But listen to what's happening.
Intimidation. Make the target or others feel afraid for their safety. Smash and destroy things, especially what they care about. Display weapons or threaten them with use of weapons. Destroy property, punch walls or generate chaos and damage in personal spaces. Abuse pets and loved ones, telling them it's their fault. Use emotional abuse. Put others down, belittling and cruel remarks. Make others feel bad, incite guilt or shame. Call others names and humiliate them in front of others. Play mind games like gaslighting, emotional blackmail. Make them think they are the crazy one, fill them with self-doubt. Character assassination. Use coercion and threats. Make outright threats for bodily harm or threaten to kill. Force them to do illegal things to make them complicit. Threaten suicide or to report them to authorities with false charges. Make up threats and false situations to manipulate perceptions. Deny, reverse victim and offender Darvo. Use economic abuse. prevent them from getting a job, sabotage their lives and personal economy. Force the target to ask or beg for money for basic needs. Take away money.
I'm so glad that you paused right there, AI. You must have knew that I was thinking about begging for money. Once again, please, please, can y'all go drop a little something off? I'm trying to get mobile, right? Anything helps. $5, $10, it don't matter, right? AI must have been reading my mind. You hear me? AI must have been reading my mind. Like, what a perfect time to add in some begging. So as I beg, please take my begging into consideration. Please, can you go donate to the GoFundMe, right? Please go donate to the GoFundMe, right? Let me put that down because it's showing names that donated. And I don't know if they want their names to be seen. Please put anonymous. It is going to show your name. If you don't want it to be seen, put anonymous. Please go to the GoFundMe. I'm trying to get mobile, right? And listen, anything helps. If you can't help, it's the thought that count. I still appreciate you for being here, giving us your attention. I appreciate that, right? So,
Money and control the flow of money. Hide income or ways to access money. Use male privilege. Treat women as servants, breeders, and sex slaves. Dominate the gender roles, establishing what is right or wrong with male and female roles. Act like the king of the castle, tyrant behavior. Use isolation. Control and scrutinize every move the target makes. Control the flow and access to information, limit unapproved sources. Use jealousy or self-righteousness to justify power abuses. Compel and control speech, control who and what they have access to. Deny, blame, and minimize. Do not take concerns of abuse seriously. Repeatedly say the abuse is not happening and it's all imaginary. Shift blame and responsibility to something or someone else. Make light of the abuse, as if it not a big deal. Say the victim is the victimizer, turn around the offense. Ignore the harm or the results of abuse. Conveniently change the narrative or pretend to forget what happened.
once again, I say, tell me what I miss. Tell me what I miss. Tell me what I miss about these entities. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. I'm telling y'all exactly how these damn. I'm telling y'all exactly how these entities is operating. Right or wrong. So I implore y'all to look into more stuff, look into DARPA, look into Darvo, look into, like, there's so much stuff that we can look into. I promise you, like, I can lead a study of this stuff, down a long path. You watch these people operate, sometimes you might not really understand their operation, right? They do a lot of this blame shifting, manipulating stuff, trying to do like inner exhaustion pretty much, you know, putting this fear into your mind, trying to do different variations of ego trip, all of this stuff. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. You got to have a strong morals in order to see through this, you know, strong moral characters. You got to build a strong self-esteem. Good thing I've been in foster care and group homes my whole life, because I had to build this self-esteem. I didn't always come like this. Like, I had to build this self-esteem. This is why I say one's image of oneself should be greater than reality, you know, because I had to build this self-esteem. I didn't just come out. The world been against me since.
Self-esteem formally is
I mean,
the disposition to experience oneself as competent to cope with the basic challenges of life and as worthy of happiness.
ooh,
And
that's
while
a
others,
question.
parents, teachers, friends, can nurture and support
I want
self-esteem
to
in an
answer this. I want to answer this. You say, what happens if we recognize some of these traits within ourselves, right? That is so important, because once you realize that your enemy is your inner me, you'll stop fighting things that's in the world. You'll realize that this was inside you the whole time. All of it was inside you the whole time. So once you stop looking outside for the fight and start taking on the fight that's inside of you, less and less of these things will become a nuisance in the world, right? But we don't know how to transform that into our reality. We keep on worrying and doubting and doing this and doing that. And we don't know. We have to fight back these traits inside of us, these godlike complex. There's a little bit of controlling in all of us. We all want to, you know, wake up in the morning and all the things in the kitchen be exactly where we want them to be. You know, we all want to wake up and our bathroom is laid out exactly how we want it to be laid out. You can't tell me that you don't want your house in the order that you want it in. You can't tell me that you don't want things to work out for you at your job exactly how you want it to work out. You can't tell me you don't want things to go your way, right? So there is a level of control that we all have to, you know, deal with inside of ourselves. And then there's a level of how much to let go, you know, how much of it is like before you say, you know what, hold on, things is out of control before it get too crazy. Or, you know what I mean? Even raising kids, there's certain variations of things where you might push the limit, like, okay, I'm gonna let this go, I'm not gonna let that go. I'm, you know, so we're always going through this. We're always going through this. It's a roller coaster of it. All of those things that we named exist inside of all of us. Some of us just fight them off a little bit better. We have more discipline than them, right? And it's not to say that they're just lacking that discipline, lacking that self-control over this. You know what I mean? And all of us want to shit. Hey, listen, who don't want to get butt naked and have fun? I'm pretty sure a lot of us in here want to get butt naked and have fun, but we hold a certain level of dignity that say we can't do that. Can we? You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, they're going to do it, but then they're shaming other people for thinking about it. They're shaming other people for talking about it. They're really doing it. You know what I mean? They really out there having butt naked bubble bath parties. You know what I'm saying? Skinny dipping in public pools and shit. You know what I'm saying? They really out there doing that shit, but they gonna get mad at you for talking about it or saying it, or you know what I mean? You don't think Maggie out there doing weird shit, but she on the internet trying to make it seem like she's shunning everybody else for the weird shit. She spent 14 years in the closet. You don't think she did some weird shit in that closet? Huh? She probably rubbed her cootie cat over everything in that closet. You know, I'm rubbing my cootie cat on the walls. I'm rubbing my cootie cat on the bed. I'm rubbing my cootie cat on the floor. I'm rubbing my cootie cat on your head. Like, she probably rubbed her cootie cat everywhere in that motherfucking closet. The world may never know. You know what I'm saying? The world may never know. But she's a cootie cat rubber for sure. For sure, she's a cootie cat rubber. For sure, she done rubbed that. She done brushed that cootie cat. She's the one that see people in stores and shit, and she purposely brushed her cootie cat up against you. She's that girl. She's the one that see you in McDonald's or somewhere like that, and she act like the space just got small. Oh, it's so crowded in here. Cootie cat brush. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's so small in here. Cootie cat brush. She's a cootie cat brusher. You hear me? She is a cootie cat brusher. She gonna brush that shit up against something. You know how they say men, they see holes and they just gotta put their like it's something in their mind, it's something off in their mind that makes them, see every hole in one. They say Drake do that. They say Drake got this problem where any hole that he see, he feel like he gotta, finger it. He feel like he gotta, he's a habitual hole. Well, she's a cootie cat. She's a habitual cootie cat brusher. You know what I'm saying? She is. She's a habitual cootie cat brusher. She brush her cootie cat up on everything. Yo. Yeah. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. What's up? Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
I was just going to ask you for like $20, and I was going to pay you back when I got my paycheck Friday. Tomorrow, I guess.
All right, I'm a Cash App you something right now. Is it the same Cash App you had before?
No, I got a new phone, so I can use Gmail. So.
All right, send it to me. Message me it. Don't say it out loud. Just message me it. I'm gonna send it to you. All right. All right, love you. All right. Sorry about that. That's my son. That's one of my sons right there. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, she's a cootie cat brusher. She brushed that cootie cat. She be brushing. She be trying to brush that cootie cat up against shit. She be looking for a way. She brush that shit up against your arm. You know what I'm saying? She try to brush you in the grocery store. You know what I mean? She try to take corners funny just so she can brush the corners of every wall. Every wall she turn around, she trying to brush the corners of the wall. She's a cootie cat brusher. She's a cootie cat brusher. I'm trying to wait for this boy to send me this damn. See, and that's even more. Who says? I don't know. Nah, but that's even more proof right there, right? My son contacted me while I'm live right now, asking me to send him some money, right? You can't make that shit up. For her to sit over there and try to be like, he's not even really in his son's life, so on and so forth. What? Just because I don't exploit them, because I'm not speaking of them every day, because I'm not sure. They contact me every day, all the time. They contact me all the time, Maggie. I'm letting them live their life. My son contact me all the time, Mads. They always contact me, Mads. You know what I'm saying? He said he be trying to get those discreet wall brushes off. Booty cat brush. Oh, shit. How the fuck do y'all be putting y'all cash apps in the negative? Booty cat brush. Cootie cat brush. I don't sit here and try to like. I know people are going to try to attack my real life, so I don't sit here and try to be like, my real life is this. My real life is cool. Every day is happening. I'm happening at the school. Like that's fucking kid shit. Like we all got a life. We all out here living some type of way. Like that's fucking given. Yeah, I mean, excuse my French, but that's given. But you know what I'm saying? You're not about to sit here and we gotta downplay like you doxing people and calling yourself a good person. You doxing people that ain't got shit to do with nothing, and you the good person. No, you the monster. You the monster. You another form of a monster. You the same. Like ain't nothing changed but what, a blanket or a sheet. Mm. I don't know what he want me to do. Damn, these dang on kids get on my nerves. Hey, right there, right there. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go donate to the to the GoFund. Please go donate to the GoFund. That's it right there. Right? Go donate. We trying to get wheels on the ground. We trying to get wheels on the ground, people. Wheels on the ground. Listen, you ain't got to do much. We not asking for you to do the most. You know, a little bit from a lot of people go a long way. You know what I mean? A little bit from a lot of people go a long way. So if everybody could just go give a little bit, right, it'll go a long way. You know what I mean? And then by the time you know it, 2-3 days go by, bada boom, bada bang, I'm able to go shopping for a car. You know, next thing you know, I'm driving somewhere. Hey, I'm about to go here, linking up with people, you know, big, you know what I mean? Y'all can't, we don't care about the troll. Like, y'all can go make as many accounts as y'all want. Y'all can put the name on as many accounts as y'all want. I promise you, we don't care about the trolls. We know the internet is undefeated. Shit, we fuck with y'all. We rock with y'all. We know y'all winning right now. We know the trolls is winning. Shit. We know y'all heavy in operation. You know what I mean? So we know y'all winning. You know what I mean? Everything we do gonna be out in the open and up front. You gonna catch it either on one of my TikTok lives or we gonna be live on YouTube. So y'all gonna watch the journey when we get the car. Y'all gonna watch the journey when we travel. Y'all gonna be a part of that. So it's not like we doing anything secretively. Like everything along the way, y'all are going to see. So you know what I mean? We're not hiding this operation. You know what I mean? We're not hiding it. So, however you want to look at this is what's happening, you know? So, yeah. So hit it up, you know what I mean? And then, you know, and if you in the Discord, get over to the Discord. Come kick it with us in the Discord, you know what I mean? We're gonna be, you know, kicking it in the Discord. Come over there, kick it in the Discord. We're gonna be over there. I'm gonna go play the game for a little bit. Hey. Huh? No, a couple minutes ago I was, not just now, but a couple minutes ago. Huh? Probably somebody else walked by. I don't know. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the y'all make sure y'all hit the GoFundMe up. All right. We trying to get mobile. We're trying to get mobile. Okay. You too can be contribute to this. I don't care what they say. Let them make their little, and he's got a nerves to be asking for this and asking. Listen, if you don't do nothing, donate just to piss them off, okay? The faster we get it, the faster we can rub it in their face and piss them off. If you don't donate for no other reason, donate just to piss them off. Yes, it's going across all platforms. It's going across Twitch, TikTok. It's going across all platforms. Absolutely. That's how we operate over here. We're multi-platformed. We are in multi-platform operation. You know, we trying to get mobile. All right. Help with our mobility. Look out for us. You know, we the home team. Look out for the home team one time.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough the wise, talk to him.
Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively, you know?
Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively, you know?
Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively, you know?
Go within. There's something inside.
We got to do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
Rough the wise.
Energy. we've
Hey,
been
we're gonna go play the game
journeying in
for a
the
little
wrong
bit, man.
direction
Y'all
this
have a
whole
great one.
time. We've been journeying.
Y'all have a great one. We're gonna go play the game for a little bit. Y'all have a great one. Love is love. Namaste. Ashe. Salutation. Shalom. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Always think highly of yourself, right? Love yourself first, and the love for everyone else will be easy. We're going to the Discord. Hey, listen, man, all these people out here that's doing false operations, hey, let them keep on, building controversy around us and sending people to us. And then when people get here, they're going to see that we're not operating nothing like they say that we're operating. And that's going to be a great thing, right? I hope Golden Queen, I wish her the best in her endeavors. I hope she gets far with her content, or however she's going about creating beef to build content. I hope that works for her. I guess controversy sells. Let them sell it up, right? We're going to continue doing what we do, right? I hope she got the moment that she wanted. She built it up for it, with all of the messages that's on WhatsApp, her, sending that whole like she built up for it, you know what I mean? So I hope she got what she wanted out of it, because I just had to tell her, like, I know you doing all of this just to make me snap, so that way you could try to be like, oh, look at him, and I hope whatever it is that she's getting out of that, I hope the universe gives it to her, I don't want what's for everybody. I want what's for me, right? I don't want what's for everybody else. I just want what's for me. And I hope they get what's for them, right? And whatever it is that they're pushing out, let them continue to push it out. We don't have to contribute to it. We don't have to continue to it. We pointed it out. We showing people that's not our operation. I'm not about to keep on combating different things, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to keep on putting more and more pieces of your life out there, so they can keep on exploiting and attaching themselves to more and more pieces of you, right? So if they want to push it out, let them push it out, push it out for me. You know what I mean? Push it out for free. You know what I mean? But whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. So however they want to do it, let them keep doing it. We still going to keep on operating out of love. And that's why I told everybody that, a part of the Atlas family, no matter what they do, just keep on telling them, love is love, and keep it pushing. Like, we don't have to do the same thing that they doing. They want us to respond the way that they want, you know what I mean? And we're not giving them that response, and it's throwing them off. And the fact that we're keeping them so confused is making them drink even more. You know what I mean? By the end of this week, we might actually see her fall over. We might actually see her bobble over. 50 shots, shit, that's a lot. We might see her bobble over. You know what I mean? Y'all have a great one.